Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Giving it all. Hey. Yeah. I'm giving it all I could give. Yeah. Run up and taking my pick. Ay. Then bringing it back to the crib. Hey. Yeah. You know how it go. We finding the gold, the deeper we dig. Yeah. So we just keep digging till we finally get it. Like fuck it, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yeah. I gave you my word, don't break it for no one. You know I'ma keep what I said. Ready for war, I've been deep in the trench. Been jumping since I had them squeaks in the bed. Ice in my body, I'm cold under pressure. Recovered like I had no heat in the vents. Shooting, I don't ever conscious, too much to accomplish. You know I can't leave it to chance. Yeah, throw it in the bag. Throw some dots, I'm Jackson Dart. I'm out of pocket playing tag. Catch me if you can, empty out the mag. Took the lead, I run the track, and I'm never looking back. Going for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, let's see who remains. Show up for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, will you be the same? 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 When the dust settles, let's see who remains. I'm giving it all I could give. Run up and taking my pick. Then bringing it back to the crib. Yeah. You know how it go. We finding the gold, the deeper we dig. So we just keep digging till we finally get it. Like fuck it, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I keep those around me I trust. Only the family, not much to discuss. Ashes to ashes, we brush off the dust. Fuck what they say, get the fuck on my nuts. They need a villain, fuck it, I'm the villain. I'm waiting at dusk, a bag in the trunk. Cover my face like I'm hush. You know they not fucking with us. Show up for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, let's see who remains. Show up for the moment, always rolling with the punches. Find a way to see through the ceiling, put above us. Smoke is in the air, keep it heavy in abundance. When the dust settles, will you be the same? 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 When the dust settles, let's see who remains.
Hello, fellas. How we doing, everybody? Did we have a good weekend? Let's get some music going here. Turn this down just a bit. Bang. All right. Still too loud in my ears. Maybe lower it here, maybe? Oh, now it's too quiet for you guys. How is everybody? Did we have a good weekend? Have we had a good week? I know I haven't really been around. I've had some family in town, and so I've been spending some time with them. That's why I didn't stream on Friday, and that's why I didn't stream on Tuesday. But I'm back. We're back to normal now. Streams will continue as normal. So starting with today, I'm not going to miss a Whiskey Wednesday. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. I'm going to do some shouts here in just a minute. Just so everybody knows, I am live streaming over on Twitch. If you would rather watch me on Twitch or you have both, I am trying to make partner on Twitch right now, which means I need to at some point get to a point where I have like 75 people watching me on Twitch. Right now, I think we've got like 3. So you will not hurt my feelings if you leave this stream to go watch me on Twitch. I see Cannon is over there, so is Chief Black Bear. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So obviously we're in a content drought right now. There's not a whole lot going on. I figured, it was a perfect time for family to come in town and hang out because He's really not. If I'm live, say banana 3 times. Banana, banana, banana. You got me distracted now, Marvel. Marvelous. But yeah, so there's a content drought. Obviously, there's not a whole lot going on. So, we're going to continue to do our Whiskey Wednesdays as normal. So we're going to jump in and maybe do some screenshot analyzing. Is that even a word? I don't think that's a word. We're going to analyze some screenshots. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that a little bit. Maybe we'll do some calls tonight. We'll do some speculation. We'll keep it fun. We'll hang out. We'll talk GTA 6. Take whatever questions you guys got. See if I can't, have some fun. So, all right, let's do some shouts. Let's see who all is in here. Pickle, of course, was first. Welcome, Pickle. I'm going to hit, let's see. I think I can probably get everybody. Angry Cat was second. Voxel. I still don't know how to pronounce that name. Roman is here. HCL Psycho. Papa Tui, welcome. He said, bro, when's the Vice City Breakdown's coming? I feel like I'm mething out. Well, don't meth out. The Vice City Breakdown is coming. I'll touch on that here in a minute. Let me get through shouts. Jamie Hexam, what's up, buddy? Joe Goes Hard, welcome. I'm pretty sure I haven't said that name before. If I have, sorry, I forgot. But welcome to the stream. Casey Soko, Spectate Drake, Frankie V, Roman Plays, Willie B79, Lockin 22. Brett02, what's good, buddy? Chris Martin, Peculiar Crowns, the Rubicon Racer, Scout Foley. T-Bert is here. Emily AU says the intro is Bop. Appreciate you. I guess Bop is a good thing. K-Mac, what's up, buddy? Roman, I said Roman Plays. Primitive is here. We've got 6 star only. Pretty sure I haven't said that name before, so welcome. ST7 Gold Trident, welcome. Brandon Crutchfield, welcome. Spooky Essay, welcome. Isaac Blackburn Drums, welcome. DJ Peachy UK, welcome. Graham Cracker, what's up, everybody? What's up, buddy? Donald Alvarado, welcome. Let's see. Chili's here. What's up, Chili? Everybody say happy belated anniversary, Chili. Slip Freak, welcome. Said, dude, I love Hopium streams for my midlife crisis due to GTA 6. I'm 24. That's pretty early for a midlife crisis. And this isn't a Hopium stream. But you're welcome to hang out. We are talking about GTA 6. Marcus is here. What's good, buddy? Let's see. Who else we got? Chili says, seizures. I did put the seizure warning at the beginning of that intro in case anybody's epileptic. Last thing I want to do is be responsible for somebody like stroking out before a stream. Michael Rudy, what's good, buddy? Hey, Jade, how are you? Let's see. Jake Miller says, go Spurs. Spectate Drake, welcome. The wifey is in here, Blacktop Junkie. Marvelous Clipsy, Frankie V, welcome. Pistol Rockshot 88, welcome. Bad Jovi Praying, welcome. I think I got everybody. Oh, Rezzy's here, welcome, Rezzy. Pizza Pasta, welcome. Josiah Rally's here. Mini G59, welcome. Italian Furnace. Anybody that hasn't chatted, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I always encourage everybody to get active in the chat. Like, if you're a lurker, that's cool. Appreciate you just watching, but we love when folks are active in the chat and talking to us. It makes these streams more fun. 6 is here. Joel M. Thrashy, welcome. Spider Matt Man, welcome. T Beast, Omar Mendez, welcome. Italian Furnace, welcome. Michael Thiessen, welcome. Over on Twitch, we got Chief Black Bear, Blood Thermic, aka Cannon, aka The Goat. Isaac Blackburn Drums, welcome over on Twitch. Rabid Raccoon says, why not both? Welcome. Worst by Far is over in both. Let's go. Worst by Far. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Trailer 3 is not out. Arian Papusha, somebody time out that SOB. That's your first warning. GTA 2025 says that's what they always gave us in high school on Fridays after we won the game. No context. You're probably talking to somebody else. Can you address what you think will replace the satchel mechanic? Yes, Stinger, we can definitely do that. Oh, Rezi just became a member of the channel. Welcome to the sack, Rezi. Appreciate you.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
Welcome to the sack, brother. Appreciate you. Guys, if you become members, you get early access to videos. This last video was up for members like nearly 2 days before it went live for everybody else. There's also custom emojis, all that fun stuff, but it's only like $3, so it's not a crazy commitment. Try it for 30 days. If you don't want to keep it, don't keep it. What's the whiskey of choice? Says Keith Browders. Keith, I am a man of simple taste. I am drinking Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple right now. In a little bit, we might switch over to Tennessee Blackberry. But I like to keep it simple. I like flavored whiskeys. I don't know, just my thing. JDM Boy says, hey, Sav, I found your channel recently from the collab with Jeff Fabiano. Loving the content. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you found it. That was a fun collab to do. Jeff is a super nice guy. I'm really glad he popped in here and said hello and was willing to do a little collaboration with me. That was a lot of fun. Maybe we'll get him on another one at some point. So, yeah, I'm glad you found it, though. That's cool. What's up, GTA guy? How are you? Thrashy with the $5 donation says, could you see marketing starting a week or two after the Summer Games Fest and Xbox Showcase? That's what Annie predicted. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. Thank you for the 5, Thrashy. I appreciate you. I'll have to look and see what dates the Xbox Showcase is and Summer Games Fest and all that. And then we'll make some predictions. But just to answer your question as best I can before looking at dates, Rockstar doesn't typically plan anything around anything else or anybody else. They do whatever the hell they want to do whenever the hell they want to do it, and everybody else just reacts to it. So I wouldn't, they could do it the same day, they could do it morning of, day after, it doesn't matter. The hype's going to be there regardless. Yes, the Vice City breakdown is coming, guys. I took the last, 4 or 5 days off, so, I was going, like, I would literally finish a video, and I'd start immediately working on the next one. There's been a little, 4 or 5 day delay, because I've been spending time with family, but I am going to start working on that video tomorrow, and then we will probably get that out, I want to say, not this coming Friday, but maybe next Friday, and it's going to be probably one of 2 or one of 3. So it's going to be like a 2 or a 3-part series because Vice City's huge. There's a lot going on there. But it's going to be fun. We're going to go really, really deep on Vice City because I know there's a lot of folks really looking forward to that, and I really want to dive as deep as I can on that. So we're going to spend quite a lot of time on that. I'm going to actually put up a poll here in a couple minutes and ask you guys, as far as formatting for these videos, what is it about those videos that you guys like the most? And I will double down on that particular kind of content. I've had some people say I really love the history. I really love the the locations. I really love the edit. What is it about those videos particularly that you like? And that's what we'll spend more time on. Make sure that we're doing really well over there. Let's go. We've got a few people over in Twitch now. Looks like 14. Rag VNet Gaming says currently multitasking, watching this and a pursuit in California. Oh wow. 72 Dougs is locked in on both YouTube and Twitch. Let's go, bro. I appreciate you. That's my dog right there. Appreciate you. Anybody watching on Twitch and YouTube, just know that you're my absolute favorite type of person. The Chosen Gemini says watching from South Africa. That's a long way away. I appreciate you. Thank you. Totally Josh says here on Twitch as well. Let's go, bro. Appreciate you. The goal is to try and get to 75 concurrent viewers on Twitch. That's probably not going to happen this stream, but we'll get there eventually. Got a couple donos. Worst by far with a $5 donation says Summer Games Fest is Friday. Xbox is Sunday. Okay. Let me think about that for a few minutes, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on that. But thank you for the 5. Worst bribe by far. I'm just going to call you Brian. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you. Becky96 with the 2 says, is Gloriana in 6? If it is, what's your thoughts? Gloriana is in 6. Whether it's in 6 purely as a lore thing or if it's like a physical location, that's the part that nobody really knows. Jeff is watching. Thank you, Jeff, for subscribing on Twitch, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We've had like 5 new subs on Twitch in the past 10 minutes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, so Gloriana, my personal opinion is that if we get Gloriana, I would love to see Gloriana manifest as a physical location north of Leonida as like an actual state. If you watch my Mount Calaga breakdown, you can see exactly kind of what my theory is on that. I'm hoping it's just a theory. Again, there's no confirmation here. It could go either direction, honestly. But I did find it interesting that TGG also put out a similar video here recently. And he tends to agree with me on this, okay? So I'm not in the minority when I say that GTA, well, maybe we're in the minority, I don't know, but TGG agrees with me. I'll take that all day. That GTA 6 could be not a landlocked map, that's the wrong term, but a peninsula map that's connected to a larger landmass to the north, and that larger landmass could be Gloriana. So, I don't know. I think it's a cool theory. I think that would be really awesome if they did that. We'll see. Thank you for the $4.99. Tyler Daniel TD says, what role do you think bikers will play in Ambrosia? So if you watch my Ambrosia video, I kind of break that down. But bikers are either going to be an opposing force to the Sugar Corporation, or they will be the physical enforcers of the Sugar Corporation. Big Sugar in Florida, I don't want to say they're like steeped in scandal, but they've got some funky stuff going on, and it's entirely possible that they're sort of corrupt in the game. Rockstar likes to, create these extremes, right? So if Big Sugar is corrupt and they're doing some things that aren't necessarily legal, they need like an enforcement arm of their corporation. And I think that the Final Chapter Motorcycle Club could be that enforcement arm in Ambrosia. Sloppy Sage says, hey, love from Tel Aviv. Welcome, brother. By the way, guys, as these streams get more and more busy, I'm going to try my best to keep up with comments. It could be a little overwhelming at times trying to get to everybody's comment. So I kind of have stopped trying to get to everybody's comment. My goal is to stay as current with the chat as possible. So we'll kind of like hit a few comments as it goes. If you have something like you really, really, really want me to see, you can always use the super chat. That works. I'm not going to miss any super chats. But if you can't do a super chat or whatever, that's totally fine. Just put your question or whatever it is. Put the number of times you've asked that in front of it, and that way I'll know. Like, okay, this person's asked this 3 times. I'm going to try to prioritize your comment. So, but I'm going to try and keep up with all of it. So I've also got Twitch chat going too, guys. So Pickle says, yoo-hoo! Totally, let's see. Casey Soko says, W, let's go, dual views. GTA guy here and on YouTube. Let's go, Res Manatibo. Welcome. What's up, Angry Cat? What's up, Hooligan? How are we doing? Let's see. Italian Inferno says, hey, Sav, what do you think Jason and Lucia's abilities will be? That's a hard question to answer. I think, originally my thought was, okay, Lucia's clearly some kind of like fighter, right? They've sort of thrown that in our face and made it pretty obvious that she's gonna be a fighter. I don't know that Jason's not gonna be a fighter though. I mean, he's got like special forces experience, or like airborne ranger, or the equivalent of airborne ranger experience, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it's definitely not. It's a slightly more advanced branch of the military, from my understanding. So the fact that, I don't know that Lucia, like if Jason and Lucia got into a fist fight, I mean, obviously I feel like Jason would probably win that. So fighting can't be her like superpower, because in my opinion, it has to be something that she does better than Jason. I think originally back in the leaks, there was some speculation that she's going to be somewhat of a hacker or something, maybe. you know, we don't know that that's true. It's hard to say. You know, Jason it's been speculated that he's going to have both. Actually, somebody said there was a leak. I can't remember who was it leaked that, or who was it broke the leak anyway. Maybe it's Game Roll. I can't remember. But somebody was talking about how they'll both have like bullet time abilities, but Jason will have it either longer or he'll have like more shots, whereas Lucia will have bullet time, but just like maybe one shot. I don't know. I think if they're going to, it needs to be meaningful, you know? Maybe they're not necessarily special abilities, but they're just like, their styles are so different that it feels like it, if that makes sense. Like maybe Jason's fighting mechanics are more, you know, like I'm going to kill you with my hands, and Lucia's fighting style is more like UFC fighting, like, you know, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna hurt you, you know. I don't know, it's hard to say. I would love it if they keep it grounded though. I wasn't a fan like of in GTA 5, like all the special abilities, I liked Trevor's the least. That rage mode or whatever that was, I just feel like it was kind of like, I don't know, they were like, what do we do for Trevor? You know, Michael obviously is a good shot, Franklin's a good driver, let's make Trevor like meth out and, you know, make him super strong and invincible or whatever. I don't know, I felt like that was kind of lazy personally. So I hope that answers your question. I know I didn't give you a firm answer. It's kind of all over the place right now. I hope they have unique fighting styles that aren't necessarily their special abilities, but it just makes them different. Maybe Lucia's like somewhat of a hacker or something. She can like unlock things from a distance, and maybe Jason has the ability to just kick in a door. I don't know. It's hard to say. Green Entity with the 10 says, I think this could be the last GTA we get, because if they're trying to expand the map across North and South America, where else would GTA 7 take place? Well, you've got a good point there. I'm not going to go as far to say that I think it's the last GTA we're going to get. I'm sure they're going to make more. I mean, you don't have a franchise this successful and not continue pumping them out, you know, every 5, 10, 15 years. But you do have a point, because if they're going to expand the map, if that is indeed their plan, and we don't know this for sure, but we can speculate that they're expanding the map based on a ton of evidence. I mean, we could talk about the evidence and that'd be a whole nother conversation, but let's just say for the sake of argument that they are expanding the map, and they're planning on adding things like a Gloriana, which would maybe come with its own version of like Atlanta, because Gloriana is loosely based on Georgia from what we can gather. And then you have like Liberty City. They could go west and do, you know, like New Orleans. You know, they could start incorporating new cities we've never had before. I think somebody mentioned that Chicago is kind of in the lore, but it's called something else. I can't remember what it was. They could do that. They could go all the way to the West Coast and bring Los Santos back, although that would be probably not at the top of their priority list because they just had GTA 5. But I don't know. It's I don't think it'll be the last GTA, but I think if they do plan on expanding the map, we're probably going to go 15, 20 years without a new Grand Theft Auto game. But if they're keeping the game like updated and looking nice and giving us plenty of content, you know, do we really need a GTA 7 anytime soon? I don't know. Maybe that's controversial. I don't know. But thank you for the 10. I appreciate you. That's a yellow dono, so that's worth a banana dance. Appreciate you, brother. All right, scroll down a little bit here. Angry Cat's been a member for 8 months. Sheesh. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Ryan Biggio 6834 says, if you had to compare GTA 6's controls to an already released game, which one do you think it will feel most similar to in terms of movement, shooting, and driving? I'm thinking Watch Dogs 2. I'm thinking Red Dead Redemption 2. I think it'll have more similarities with Red Dead Redemption 2 than Watch Dogs 2. You know, Watch Dogs is a Ubisoft game, isn't it? I hope it doesn't play anything like a Ubisoft game, personally. But it's a good question. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, like the previous iteration of GTA or any Rockstar game for that matter is always going to be like the closest thing to their next game, because each time they put out a game, they're experimenting and trying new things with movement and all that stuff. So yes, Blood Raina says Carcer City. Yes, thank you. Chicago being Carcer City, so they could do that too. So yeah, I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be more similar to Red Dead 2 than Watch Dogs. So. Benky96 with a $9.99 says, sorry to double back on Gloriana idea, but it opens up the map to so many theories. The Panhandle, the Northeastern NASA base, even Jacksonville spinoff, something I have yet to hear anyone speak on. All good points. All very good points, Benky. I mean, here's my theory. Like, if they give us Gloriana and they, like, make it a fleshed out state similar to Leonida, then we don't really... You guys are going to hate this, but we wouldn't really need Liberty City anytime soon. They could save that for, like, way down the road. You know, imagine if the game releases and we have, obviously, the state of Leonida, but then Rockstar surprises us with, like, a whole other state to the north, and it's Gloriana. It's got, like, 3 or 4 big cities, you know, similar to, like, Vice City, Ambrosia, Port Gilhorn. You know what I mean? How freaking cool would that be? And then, obviously, you know, that would mean some kind of, like, Panhandle. You'd have more, like, there's got to be. I'm pro Panhandle, even if the damn thing is an island and it's not connected to a landmass. I'm pro Panhandle. So, Jeff Faviano says, yeah, Red Dead for human physics, car physics. From what we've seen, I'm leaning towards Simcade, kind of like Forza Horizon. Yeah, I don't know if it'll go quite Forza Horizon. I think it's going to be very similar to Grand Theft Auto 5. Here's the thing, guys. Rockstar has the ability to tune the physics for driving and all this stuff on the fly. If they, at any point in time they wanted to change how GTA 5 feels, they would have done that. It obviously works for a large portion of the population, and Rockstar operates under the same if it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality. So I think it'll be very, very similar to GTA 5. I do hope, however, that because they're leaning into the realism with so much of this game, that they do that with the physics as well and make it slightly more punishing, just slightly. You know, like, don't let us drive you know, sports car up the side of a mountain, you know what I mean? Or through a puddle of mud, you know, like, make it slightly more realistic, more punishing. But yeah, thank you. And thank you, Benky, for the $9.99. That's a banana dance, buddy. Appreciate you. Let me hit Twitch chat for just a second, guys. Let's see. NFL Pro B says update likes. Oh, yes, thank you. How many likes do we currently have on this stream? Let me get that pulled up down here. Let's see. Stream settings, we're at 84 likes. All right, let's go ahead and update that here real quick. Let's see, bottom bar, interact. Thank you. I'm gonna try and keep up with that. Appreciate you. Okay. New Orleans is Cottonmouth. City, the state is Saint Denis. It would also be a name after Saint Denis town following up Red Dead Redemption 2 universe. That could be really cool. Like, if we get kind of a southeast US, you know, like just that southeastern region, you know, give us the state of Florida, give us Georgia, give us some Louisiana, a little Cajun, New Orleans action. I can totally dig that. For sure. First time in chat, D6NI over on Twitch says, it definitely feels like the culmination of all the other little things they added in each and every game. And that's how it usually always is, right? So, like, each game, they sort of continue enhancing what they have, but, you know, they also add new things, and, you know, they experiment and try new things with their games and all that. So, I agree. Blood Thermic says, I think GTA 7 would be 20 years away, at least from the release of GTA 6. 20 years is a long time. It's hard to say it could be. I'll say it could be. I say it's definitely 10 years or more. It's somewhere between 10 and 20. I think that's a fair. I don't know that they'll go a full 20 though. But yeah, I hear you, Kanan. Green Entity with the 10 says, hopefully we get Carcer City and GTA 6 down the road. I think Carcer City is based off either Cleveland, Chicago, Philadelphia, or Detroit. I think it's most likely Philadelphia. Well, it could be a combination of all of them, right? Like if they just, because a lot of those cities are very similar, so they could kind of combine some aspects of those cities into like one big, city, and it could be represent like the Midwest or the northern part of the United States. But yeah, I love that idea. Thank you. And thank you for the 10. Emily AU with the $7.99 Australian says, I hope story mode has lots to offer after the ending. Online will be great and new, but enjoy exploring solo at my own pace. Yeah, I'm with you, Emily. I think story mode needs to be meaty enough to where the people that don't really have much of an interest in playing online have plenty to do in it. I don't think, like the one complaint I've seen about a lot of games in their story modes is that it's quick and once it's over, and there's not a whole lot more you can do. I was just talking with Bav. He's already beaten the new Bond game, and he's just gone back and gotten all the achievements already. I'm like, good Lord, dude. Like, I hope that GTA 6 doesn't have that problem, and I don't think it will. I think there will be enough to do in that game. I just hope that Rockstar doesn't completely abandon story mode like they have in the past. They need to give us plenty to do in that game long term in order to keep me, because I really enjoy the story mode. I think, at least with GTA 5, the world felt more alive, richer, more NPCs. Like, it wasn't kind of dumbed down. I felt like the online was kind of like a dumbed down, more hollowed out version of story mode online. The story mode. So, yeah. But thank you for the $7.99. Appreciate you. Cuba, says DJ. Are you talking about adding Cuba? Are you from Cuba? I need some context there. Carrero, YouTube says, hey, Sav, quick question. How many monitors do you have? Dos. I have 2 monitors. 2 monitors. The mods are going to create the whole Caribbeans. They probably will. Resi, I hope they have a banana suit too. That would be really cool. If we even just a banana hat, something banana that I can wear on my character in GTA Online. It'd be really cool if we had like, when GTA Online comes out, we have like a gang. We can call ourselves a Banana Bunch. We all rock like yellow cars, yellow clothes, whatever. And Bav's Bogan Squad, or whatever he decides to call it, is going to be a shoot on sight. You see anybody wearing blue, clap that ass. Kevin Reed says, I kind of hope, like real life, owning a plane, we can have a pilot, not have to be our own pilot. What is the point of having a luxury jet just to sit in the cockpit? Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I understand where you're coming from. It would be cool to kind of hire a pilot, like you can hire a taxi driver or something, to kind of fly you to and from. That could be cool. Yellow banana hammocks, yes, Chili, that's right. Yellow banana hammocks, I love it. Let's see what you guys are saying on Twitch. I don't want to miss anything over there. Razman Tebow says, I think Rockstar will surprise us with the map. They very well could. NFL Pro B said, did you know Dandy Andy did a face reveal in his GTA 6 phones video? I did hear that he did a face reveal, but I've already seen his face because I've video chatted with him on a couple of different occasions, so... Chili Willy said, saw that beast, snuck it in with his 8-bit glasses on. Hey, Sav, do you think they will copy and paste the way you work out, or they will change it up? Copy and paste it from what? Hell yeah, Crew Wars and Vice City would be great. Heck yeah, dude. Just think about it. You see anybody in a blue Banshee with a white racing stripe, you just shoot them. Might be wrong, but couldn't do that in San Andreas, the pilot in flights. I don't know. David Richards, thank you for the 5. Says it sounds like 6 will be more serious and not comedic like 5. What do you think? Well, I think there will be plenty of comedy. I think there's going to be plenty of comedy. That's evident in some of the stuff we can see in the trailers and everything else. I just think that it's going to be more immersive, as in more realistic. I think a lot of the features that we have in the game are going to feel more real. In the game's graphics are obviously being upgraded, so the more realistic a game looks, in my opinion, the more realistic it has to feel. Or there's almost like a tension there, because visually your mind is telling you it's real, but as far as like gameplay mechanics and how the game feels, if it's too arcadey or campy or silly, your brain's gonna have a hard time correlating that. In my opinion, that's just me. Like if the game looks real, for me, I want it to feel real. But you can only take that so far before it's not fun. This is a lot of the problem that like the tactical shooter genre has. Because if you make a game too punishing, then it's no fun. But not punishing enough doesn't make it feel like there's any stakes. And when there's no stakes, it's just kind of like, okay, well, this is just a silly arcade game with cheat codes. It's too easy. So anyway, Chili, thank you for the 5, brother. You really don't have to do that. But he says, since Bav has blue Banshees, what car would your gang staple? I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I feel like we'd have to have something that's competitive with a Banshee. Something that could hold its own with a Banshee. Maybe a Croquette or something like that. Like a yellow Croquette could be cool. But man, dude, the Sabre GT or yellow lowriders, says Sith. That could be cool. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll have like an eclectic collection of cars. Maybe we'll have like yellow taxis. That's funny. D6. Maybe we'll do like Sabre GTs, like pimped out Sabre GTs or muscle cars. I like muscle cars personally. You're not gonna find me driving around in like these high-end sports cars. I'm gonna be rocking like Sabres and what's the other one that's like a 70 Chevelle. I can't remember the name of it. I'm terrible with all the car names in this game, but yeah, I like muscle cars. So probably a lot of muscle cars, low riders, just something that like looks cool. It's not about performance per se. You know what I mean? And if we start doing races and stuff like that, we'll find something that's like on the same par as like, whatever Bav squad wants to run. But it could be like the blues versus the yellows. You know what I mean? Like we'll have like this ongoing gang war. Scarbrander says on Twitch, hey Sav, love all the breakdowns. Do you think with more realistic police force, do you think it will encourage more legal gameplay, less speeding to stay off their radar? I don't necessarily think it's gonna, I hesitate to say there's gonna be any kind of like ticketing system or anything like that. I don't necessarily think they're gonna pull us over for running a red light. It comes back to like if it's too immersive, it's not fun thing. And I can see that getting really annoying for a lot of people that are just wanting to kind of cruise around. I think the laws that will get you in trouble and get you wanted are going to be your felonies, like assault, stealing somebody's car, shooting somebody, murder, obviously all that stuff, or, hitting another car in front of a cop maybe, I don't know, or hitting a pedestrian. I think it's going to be that kind of stuff. I don't think you're not going to get a wanted level for running red light. I don't think. And if they did do that, I don't know how I would feel about that per se, but, good question. We got 2 notifications here from Greg. He's been a member for 7 months. He says, yo, what's up, Sav? What's up, Greg? And then, as if that wasn't enough, my man drops a 20 bomb on me and says, you know what else I thought should be in GTA 6 besides just backpacks and duffel bags? We should also see NPCs carrying a variety of other things like purses, wallets, shoulder sling bags, and even fanny packs. We need variety. Greg, I couldn't agree with you more, brother. First of all, thank you so much for the 20. That is very, very generous of you. Let's get a W in the chat for old Greg. But I've actually got I've got a funny idea for you, and I'll come back to that. But anyway, yes, I would agree with you. I would love to see NPCs walking around with either a gym bag if they're walking out of the gym, or carrying a backpack or purses, all that stuff. And yeah, fanny packs. Fanny packs would be great. I think fanny packs need to make a comeback personally. They're incredibly handy. You store all kinds of stuff in there, I'd rock a fanny pack for sure if it was stylish enough. Not those like neon 1990s ones. You know what I'm talking about, with the weird red and green and blue colors. But yeah, that would be really cool, Greg. I'd say good idea. I was thinking of old Greg. If you guys haven't seen the old Greg clip on YouTube, I'm old Greg. You definitely need to watch that. It's really funny. But I think I'm gonna clip that, and whenever you like join the chat, it's gonna play that and be like, I'm old Greg. That could be funny. Either way, welcome, buddy. I appreciate you. Sav, did you see the floating pole in trailer 2 and is also what happened in real life in Florida? It happened in real life in Florida? A floating pole? That's interesting. And I did see that. You're talking about the scene when Jason jumps into the back of the convertible that Lucia's driving. You can see the floating pole in the background. Yes. I did, in fact, see that. Sith says, I think the chases are going to be harder since they leaked. There's going to be pursuit interceptors like the Hellfire Gauntlet. We won't be able to just lose them going off-road. Yeah, I mean, I am all for chases being more difficult, especially if we get this new description system. I think if we have an actual dispatch timer, if this is a new mechanic and the dispatch timer isn't just mission related or heist related, but if it's like actually related to any crime across the board in the open world, and police are dispatched from a specific location and they don't just spawn on top of you, that could be really cool. Because it would give you an opportunity to get out of the area and hide and change your appearance before the cops show up. Because the cops need to feel scary, in my opinion. I mean, it's 2026. People don't get away from the cops anymore. You know what I mean? Not that we shouldn't be able to get away from the cops. It's a game, after all. We should. But they should make it more scary. We shouldn't be able to just, like, drive all over the map with 6 stars, or 5 stars, whatever they decide to do, and just be able to go on like that inevitably by cheesing the game or whatever. There needs to be stakes. I am 100% for increasing the difficulty of the police, or, not necessarily just making them shoot better, but making them, smarter, but smarter in a logical way. Like, the last thing I want is if you break line of sight and literally, like, if no police officers see you turn into a parking garage, then they should have no reason to stop and check that parking garage. They should just keep on going. They should follow your last known direction of travel, not just, like, hone in magically on your hidden position on the map. Now, the only way that should be a thing is if, like Blood Rainer just said over in the Twitch chat, they introduce police canines. Because those are trained to follow your scent and find you. So, like, if you're on foot and you've got to bail out of your car because maybe you run out of gas, and all of a sudden you hear a bork bork nom nom behind you, shit could get real fast. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm a huge fan of the idea of there being police canines. There's already dogs in the game. There's already police in the game. Just combine them. I mean, it's not hard. They could really... That's an easy thing to do, I think. But yeah. And that could be like when you hit 3 or 4 stars, they bust out the police canines or something. Or maybe it's not a star thing. Maybe it's just like there are regular police units, and for every like 4 or 5 regular units, there's a canine unit. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I love that idea. Trouble HCT with the $2 donation, thank you, sir, says, what's your opinion on gore for GTA? I mean, I think that they should keep it in line with how Red Dead Redemption 2 felt. Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel like, was perfect. I don't necessarily think it needs to go any further than that. Some games people are like, oh, I want to be able to like cut people in half with a chainsaw and all this stuff. I'm like, first of all, get help. Second of all, I don't think we need that level of realism. And this is the point I've made. And I know a lot of people disagree with me on this because they really like gore mechanics in games, and I understand where you're coming from to a degree. Although some of you worry me a little bit. But when it comes to like gore in a video game, I think it should be tasteful and like realistic to a degree. Like that new game that's coming out called Ill. That is like way beyond what they should ever do in like a GTA 6 game. It's one thing if you're killing monsters and their heads explode and there's blood oozing everywhere and like all that stuff. It's another thing if you hit like an old lady walking down the sidewalk. Me personally, I don't need it to be that visceral and realistic. And I've seen a lot of that stuff in person. I was like first to arrive on scene. I say that as if I'm like law enforcement or not. Hooligan Chili are going to have fun with that. But I was driving down a road one time and this car in front of me hit a dude on a motorcycle. And he flew off his motorcycle, wasn't wearing a helmet. And that was really like traumatic. For my wife and I, we were the first ones there. We pulled up. The lady pulled into the parking lot. She never even got out of her car until the cops got there. We like ran up to the guy. My wife was like trying to call 911 and check on him and all that stuff. And I was trying to like make sure that my son was okay in the car. But that it's traumatic. Like those of you that have like seen this in person, like seen somebody really get messed up in person, I think you kind of understand where I'm coming from. It's the people that haven't seen a whole lot of that. They're like, oh yeah, gore mechanics are great. And I understand like it's a game and it should be fun and visceral and all that stuff. And I'm with you. I'm with you. I get it. I'm totally on board for like Red Dead Redemption 2 levels of like gore and all that stuff. I just don't think they need to go like too overboard with it. You know what I mean? Especially because you have that separation of like 1880s Red Dead Redemption where it's like cowboy world, very different. You're very far removed from reality playing that game. You're in a game because it's in the 1880s and you're a cowboy. Versus modern day, it's going to be a little more immersive. It's going to feel a little bit more real. You're going to see people talking on their cell phones and walking around, and the graphics are going to be upgraded and all that. I just don't think it needs to go crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion, and I think Rockstar is probably of the same mindset. They're like, we don't need to go overboard with it, but if they keep it in line with Red Dead Redemption 2, that's probably okay. Oh my god, dude, you've got to be shitting me. Hold on. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. I've got to acknowledge Emily's donation because that was first. Thank you for the $7.99. Emily said, we're all waiting for trailer 3, but what if Rockstar has something different planned? What announcement or surprise would be more exciting than a trailer? I don't know that there would be an announcement that's more exciting than a trailer, honestly. I mean, right off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. My mind instantly goes to like pre-orders, cover art, that kind of stuff, and I just don't see that being as exciting as a trailer. Screenshots, if they gave us a ton of screenshots, I don't know, maybe that's closer to trailer, but I think trailer tops it all. I think it needs to be a trailer. And I think it's going to be a trailer. I think the next bit of news we get out of Rockstar is going to be trailer 3. But thank you so much for the $7.99. I appreciate it. I've got to get to this insanely generous donation from Mr. Sister Fister. Anytime this happens, it like boggles my mind that somebody could be so insanely generous and send me such a wonderful donation. But thank you, seriously. I don't even know what to say. That is very, I'm going to pause the music. That is very, very nice of you, Mr. Sister Fister. I appreciate that. $100. That's insane. But he says, with police chases, look at the screenshot from Grass Rivers. I think we'll have more realistic and dynamic helicopter chases, including thermal to track us in the swamps. And I think canines will be a part of the game to help police track us in the swamps. I think you could be right. I mean, I don't know if thermal will be a thing, but I definitely think helicopter chases are going to, if they make the game more realistic and they give police officers like true line of sight instead of just like this magnetic, sixth sense of like location, then I can see helicopters being scarier and more imposing. Instead of needing like a helicopter to respawn every time you shoot one down, don't give us as many options to shoot them down. Limit our RPG ammunition. Make them harder to shoot down. Give them more evasive maneuvers, or put them at a higher altitude. So it's, if they take away the door gunner and just put them up there as like a really difficult and frustrating UAV, like that alone, if like in police chases, helicopters play a role of information. They're feeding information to ground units. They're not really up there like shooting at people. That's not how it really works. I think they should do away with the door gunner until you get like 6 stars. Up until that point, like police helicopters should just be a spotting mechanism for ground units. And if you can find it, if they can give us like areas of the map that allow us to lose the helicopter and make it harder for the helicopter to track our next movement. Maybe you go into an underpass, and then from the underpass, there's like a service door that you can hop out of the car and jump into the service door. Or maybe like the cops are way behind you, but there's a helicopter overhead. You pull into an overpass, get out, steal somebody else's car, and drive out the other side of it. And the helicopter is still looking for that specific car that you were in. Little things like that could go a long way for like the immersion. And I think we're probably headed in that direction. And if they introduce canines as, another mechanic for us to deal with when we're trying to outrun the cops, especially on foot, that could make police chases really, really, really fun. And let's be real, that's what this game is about. This game was created by like a bug in the system. Like the police were like way too aggressive, more so than they originally planned on them being in the first Grand Theft Auto game. And it was so much fun that they ran with it. So like this game is designed to be like a run from the cops simulator, and that was its birthright, and that's what it still is. And most people that come back to it years later, I mean, that's what they find a lot of fun in. Me personally, that's what I find a lot of fun in. So I would agree with you that anything they could do to make the police chases feel more immersive, more scary, make the police helicopters feel more imposing, but not just making them sharpshooters, not just giving us more cops to deal with, like make them more imposing, more realistic in a way. So anyway, I hope I don't know if that was, that lived up to your $100 donation. But thank you, seriously, so much. I really, really appreciate that. That is very kind and generous. So yeah, let's get some W's in the chat for Mr. Sister Fister up here. That was insane. Thank you, brother. So we're at 123 likes. So the goal for tonight, fellas, is to see how close to 500 we can get. If you guys haven't liked the stream, maybe take a quick second to do so if you're enjoying yourself. I mean, if you're not having a good time, then you don't have to hit the like button, but yes, absolutely, banana dance for sure. Yeah, I don't know what I was singing. I was trying to give you as heartfelt of a thank you as possible. Didn't even think about the banana dance, but yes, that's worth like 5 banana dances. I won't do that to you guys, but yes, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Okay, let me update the likes here real quick. Let's see, where did that go? I just had it. Bottom bar, interact. We're up to 140. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. You guys rock. I've been saying for a while now, and I'm going to continue saying it, I have the best GTA 6 community of all the different content creators. Hands down. I don't care what anybody says, and I'm not just saying that because I'm biased. Like, you guys are genuinely, like, the best community. I get far less hate than a lot of other content creators do. I still get hateful comments and stuff, but it's not you guys. It's It's the people that are just like miserable that want to go into your comments section and just like leave something mean or whatever. But you guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much for the jewels. We've got a couple of jewels from Trouble HCT. Appreciate it. Flow State and DJ Mouse, whatever that is. Turn it up. Thank you. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything on Twitch. I'm going to jump over here for just a second. I'll come back to you guys. Blood Rain says, Red Dead Redemption 2 sends bounty hunters with bloodhounds if your bounty gets high enough. That's a great point. And I think Rockstar has been slowly working towards canine units being a thing. And I would absolutely love it if they show us that in Trailer 3. Maybe just a sneak peek. You know what I mean? Worst by far says, I used to work in an ER. I've seen way too much. I don't need GTA Manhunt. I agree. And I feel like that's kind of the sentiment that a lot of people have that have experienced that stuff. When you've seen that kind of stuff firsthand in real life, it doesn't, for most people, it doesn't make you want to see more of it, even in a video game. You know what I mean? Because it just makes it real. It makes it too real. So, anyway, that's just my opinion, but appreciate you. The modding community will find a way to cater to any niche community, says Scarbrander. Epic Awesomeness, first time chatter on Twitch, says, thank you for looking after Dandy Andy as well, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm of the opinion that a rising tide raises all ships. I don't want to stand in the way of anybody's success, you know? So if there's something that I can do to, like, help out or whatever, and I haven't, it's not like I've done crazy anything for him. I was just trying to help him get his stream set up, but he's a really good guy. Dandy's a really good guy. There are very few people that I've met doing this stuff that I'm like, ooh, you're a scumbag. I've met a couple, but very few. And no, don't even ask me. I'm not going to tell you who. Let's see. Nick Rhyme says, thank you for... Oh, I read that already on the other one. Gunshow says, let us have thermal and night vision optics in helicopters and planes, especially any military planes need. And thermal vision. Pilots get night vision. Co-pilot gunner gets night and thermal. Are you talking about like when you're using it or when the cops are using it against you? HET says, Andy's the man, Sav Andy, the most honest GTA channels right now. I appreciate you saying that, man. I appreciate it. Primitive says, you're my favorite GTA YouTuber, and the chat stays the most positive, and you can thank yourself for that. You're an amazing man. You're gonna make me blush. I appreciate you, Primitive. We just try to have fun, man. I don't want to put anybody down. I don't think there's any room for any like negativity like that. Whatever, we just try to have a good time. So, Lazy Gun Guy with the 5 says, what if you can use the catch pole you see used on the alligator in the pool on NPCs and other players online, like a lasso from Red Dead Redemption 2? That would be really funny. I don't necessarily think they're going to let us use the catch pole, but that would be really funny. Yeah. I don't know. Or just give us a lasso, Guys, my wife is a huge horse lover. She, rides horses, and she's trained some horses and stuff, done horse shows. She has told me that Florida is actually well known for its horse culture. And I started doing the research, and in my Mount Calaga video, we talked about it. Or maybe the Ambrosia video, I can't remember. They're all blending together now. But I do think there's a really good chance that we're going to have horses in Florida. Or GTA 6. So if they do that, maybe they let us have a lasso. Maybe they just import a lot of the mechanics from Red Dead over to GTA 6. It's all there. Yep. But thank you for the 5, Lazy Gun Guy. I appreciate you, brother. Imagine in GTA 6 Online, there would be a banana backpack like a duffel bag. That could be really cool. like a little almost like a cosmetic cover for your duffel bag, but it's in the shape of a banana. That could be really cool. That could be really cool. I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. If Rockstar includes any sort of like banana cosmetic in the game, they're doing it for yours truly. I'm going to claim it, even if it's not. I'm going to claim it. It'll be mine. Let's see. NFL Pro Beast on Twitch says, my biggest hope is that they go really in depth with car culture. For example, customizations, features, realistic physics, of course, stick to the real game, but the step further into the car culture because there's a huge community for car meets and all the sorts. And I think they are, Pro Beast. I think they are. I think we could see that. There was 2 separate car events just in trailer 2. Or just in the trailers, I'm sorry. We had the scene, well, here, I don't want to go off the screen here, but the scene where you're driving past that car meet. You know what I'm talking about, with like the lifted cars and all the stickers on the windows and all that stuff. And then you have the Thrillbilly Mud Club, which is its own version of car culture. And if they're putting in that speedway over by Port Gellhorn, you know what I mean? I think Rockstar is really leaning into that. I think they want everybody in their specific desires for vehicles and how you interact with them to feel represented in that game. And Florida is a really interesting place to do it because there's a huge off-roading culture. There's a huge boating culture. There's, obviously luxury cars down in Miami. I think it's a perfect place to really kind of go all out and give you all sorts of vehicles to customize and play with and all that stuff. So I would agree with you. Let's see, we're at 150 likes. Moving right along. I wonder if I don't know if we'll hit 500. Maybe we'll change the goal to 300. Change the goal to 300. I feel like we can hit 300. Red Misfit says, Sav, I gotta know, are you going to check out the strip clubs in 6, and would you be hanging out in them a long time, if you get my drift? To answer your question, Red Misfit, no, I will not be hanging out in the strip clubs. It doesn't do anything for me, man. I'm happily married. I'm just not that kind of dude. I mean, nothing against you if you like the strip clubs, but that's just not me, man. I don't like strip clubs in real life. I've been in one time when I was much younger. It was not appealing to me. I kind of felt sorry for the ladies there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got a 12-year-old daughter, so I don't know. That stuff kind of changes you, I guess. Not really interested in the strip clubs. So no, to answer your question, I will not be hanging out in the strip clubs at all. I mean, obviously, if there's a mission that like takes me there, it is what it is. Like, we'll finish the mission, but I'm not going to be just like chilling in the lounge, if you get me. Thank you, Lazy Gun Guy, for the laughing disco, Jules. Appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Bogan Bav is here. Welcome, Bav. Welcome. We were just talking about you and how my gang is going to squash your gang when GTA Online comes out. I don't know what you've decided to call your little gang, the Boganeers or what. But Banana Bunch, I've already instructed these guys, if you see someone driving in a blue Banshee with a white racing stripe and they're wearing blue clothing, you clap that ass. Shoot on sight. And you'll know it was from yours truly if the last thing you see before you die is a flashy yellow. Welcome, buddy. Guys, if you haven't seen Bav's new video, he just did a deep dive on all the activities in the game, and he actually did a pretty damn good job of covering everything. There's some stuff in there that I haven't seen. Highly recommend checking that out after the stream. At some point, bookmark it, whatever. Go and watch it. It's a great watch. It's a good video. He's starting to do more GTA 6 content. like we've been encouraging him to. So make sure you go and support him. He put a lot of time and effort into that video. We're up to 157 likes now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, won't let me do 157. All right, leave it at 159. War is on. Oh, man. Team Bav versus Team Sav. Late July will be the start of the content. Not sure what you mean, Rezi. Oh, we've got a couple comments over here on Twitch. Don't want to miss it. NFL Pro B says, do you think they will let us build our vehicles to be dragged vehicles with big back tires? Oh, to be drag racing vehicles with big back tires and tuned to be as fast as real life cars. They added drag races in GTA 5 as a job, but we can't build drag cars like in real life. I put F1 on all my drag cars to make them look realistic, but I also don't like how GTA 5, they have speed governors on all the cars. I want to be able to make my car as fast as I can tune it. So what I'll say, Pro Beast, is how fast these cars move is going to depend on how optimized they've been able to make GTA 6. If they can make GTA 6 optimized in a fashion that allows you to do 200, 250 miles an hour down the road without a serious drop in frames or pop in or all that stuff, then yeah, they probably will let us go that fast. I don't see why not. But to double down on your desire to tune the car's top end, I don't know that they'll let us go quite that deep. I'll say that would be really cool. And I wouldn't mind if, like, for example, like right now in GTA 5, there's like, what, 3 or 4 engine upgrades you can do to kind of tune your vehicle, and like they get progressively better than the last one, right? Well, maybe with this, instead of making them progressively better than the last one, just give us, like, you know, the ability to tune the engine for acceleration or tune it for top speed, and then give us maybe just a little bit of micro tuning with that. It doesn't have to be anything insanely complicated, you know what I mean? But I'm in agreement with you. I think they need to continue fleshing that mechanic out. And remember, GTA 5 came out 13 years ago. So who knows what they've got planned, you know? And then D6NI says, hey, Sav, do you think they'll add some kind of steering help to drive in crowded areas? Something like hold X or A on a horse in Red Dead. Oh, yeah. You're talking about, like, fast travel to a destination instead of driving. I don't know. I think that was sort of a necessity more than, like, just a requested feature. I feel like a lot of people enjoyed the minute-to-minute gameplay of Red Dead Redemption 2, but they probably got bored of riding so long and so far on a horse, so they sort of, I think, incorporated that to make it a little more whatever. And you're also riding alongside other people too, and trying to, like, constantly match their speed or whatever can be a pain in the ass if you're, you know, struggling with it. So I don't hate the idea, but I don't find it as necessary with GTA as I do Red Dead Redemption. So hope that answers your question. Bav says he's gonna go make himself a bacon and egg. What? A bacon and egg biscuit, bacon and egg plate, bacon and egg McMuffin. What are you gonna go make? Graham Kraka says, Sav, do you think we'll be able to go to different sports games at the arenas? That's kind of tough. Again, it kind of comes back to, like, does Rockstar want to appear in the headlines? And there are certain things that are kind of unavoidable. Like, people driving, like, somebody used the example. This isn't my example. This is somebody else's example of driving a trash truck down the beach and just mowing people down. Like, if you're going to have crowded areas and public spaces, that's going to be a thing. But does Rockstar bring more upon themselves and allow you to bring firearms or whatever into large crowded arenas like that and enclosed spaces? And I don't know that they do. I'm not going to say they won't, but I'm certainly not going to say they will. And I know what you'll say, well, maybe you can't bring guns in. Maybe they take your guns at the door or whatever. Or you have to leave them back at your house before you go in. And that's all well and good. But cheat codes are a thing. And where there's a will, there's a way. And whether Rockstar incorporates it into the game on purpose, or it's just in the game's code and somebody unlocks it later on down the road and they end up on the front page is, I can't say the words, but like a mass casualty simulator. You know what I mean? And I don't think they want to do that. So that's the only reason I'll say no. Unless it was something where you could like walk in through the front door and there's like a little cutscene and then you like, it shows you sitting in your seat and all you can do is like interact with the game, like stand up and clap or cheer or something like that. And there's no way for you to do anything other than sit in your seat. That could be a way to do that. You know what I mean? But do I think they're going to let you just roam around in an arena full of people? Probably not. Greg with another 10 says, do you think cars in GTA 6 will have more realistic car parts, such as fuel pumps, fans, belts, catalytic converters, and other complex parts? And do you think there will be chop shops in GTA 6? Well, it depends on what you mean by chop shops. Because you could kind of argue that that's already a thing. Although, it depends on what kind of mechanics you're wanting out of that, Greg. But secondly, more realistic car parts. I could see them modeling the cars realistically. I'm not going to sit here and say that you can go to the repair shop and swap out a catalytic converter. Or, I don't think you're going to be able to pull in and order, new belts to be put on. You know what I mean? Could they model that stuff? Absolutely. So, like, at a car meet, you could pop the hood maybe and look at the cool engine? Sure, yeah. I don't know that it'll have any sort of mechanic outside of just looking cool, though. So, then it sort of starts to become something entirely different, But thank you for the 10, brother. Appreciate you. Yes, Mr. Sister Fister with the 199 says crew war and 6 online. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to have a crew war. It's going to be like, you guys remember, I don't know if you saw the Arc Raider stuff going on with like Peanut and like the other groups of gamers or whatnot. But that's what it's going to be. Like, there's going to be the Banana Bunch and then everybody else. And we'll take on whoever. You know what I mean? And I'll be on the front lines with you, dishing it out. I can't wait to play that game. It's going to be so much fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm like really looking forward to November 19th, but like I'm really, really looking forward to when online drops and I can link up with you guys and play. GTA 2025 says, we are a mad society. Yes, indeed we are, brother. Indeed we are. Oh, Bav's eating a McMuffin without the Mick. Okay, so just a muffin. He's making a bacon and egg muffin. We're going to see a lot of disturbing clips from people just trying to make it look convincingly real. Yeah, I'm sure. And that's the thing that Rockstar has to sort of contend with, right? They're not going to make everybody happy. People are just going to get pissed off depending on, what they're dealing with at the time. You have the people that, want the game to be woke that are going to be mad that it's not woke enough. You have the people that don't want the game to be woke. They're going to be mad because there's a couple woke things in the game. You're going to have the people that are mad about the gore being too realistic. They're going to be people that are mad that the gore is not realistic enough. You know what I mean? Rockstar can deal with all of that. What's harder to deal with and what they need to navigate a little bit more carefully is lawsuits. Now, and they have a history of dealing with that kind of stuff, and I don't think GTA 6 is going to be any different. Somebody's going to be mad about something somewhere enough to sue Rockstar for it. It's just the nature of what they're doing. But when you're making billions and billions of dollars off of this game, I don't think they're as concerned about it as they were back in 2013. So I think they kind of turned the page after the release of GTA 5. Now they have enough capital to where they're like, whatever, bring it on, Primitive just made a Twitch to follow me on Twitch. Thank you, brother. That is very nice of you. I appreciate it. Victor Kaiju on Twitch says, hey, Sav, do you think the water physics will allow for surfing? I think the water physics can allow for surfing. I think if you haven't watched my water physics video, I suggest you go watch that. But I do firmly believe that Rockstar is actually simulating the ocean. And I make my case for that in GTA in that video. But I think they're simulating the ocean. And if they're simulating the ocean, they're simulating the actual water physics. You know, I don't know that there'll be a tide per se, but there will definitely be some sort of wave system. So could they capitalize on that and allow for surfing? I'm sure they could. Could it be a specific event that you go to the beach and, you know, it just happens to be more surfy? I don't know what the terms are. The waves being more surfable during that event? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But that's something that people have been wanting in the game since GTA 5. So I can totally see them doing that. Mr. Sister with the $5 says, I'm hammered at a truck stop bar watching Whiskey Wednesday, waiting for you to analyze screenshots and take call-ins so I can jump in. Well, I really appreciate that, brother. Now that explains the $100 dono. I hope you don't wake up tomorrow morning. You're like, oh, what the hell did I do? Yeah, maybe we'll start doing some screenshots. Do you guys want that? You guys want to start doing some screenshots? Or you want to keep doing what we're doing? We up to now 168 likes. Let's go. We might hit 300. Do you think we're going to be able to enlist in the Leonida Police Department as Jason? Asked Talion and Furnace. I don't think we're going to be able to enlist in the Leonida Police Department as Jason. Why did you specify Jason and not Lucia? Was that a roundabout way, Talion? Was that a roundabout way of asking if Jason can be a cop? Is that what that was? Should I? Is that worth a button, guys? Is that worth a button, or do we spare him? I can't tell. I can't tell if that's worth a button press. That felt like a underhanded Jason's a cop comment. Just saying. That's what it felt like. It's worth it, Sav. 6 says yes button. Hit the button. We're so starved for trailer 3 and more screenshots button. Okay. All right. I think that's worth a button.
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
There you go. There's your button. That's what you get. All right. Sounds like you guys want to do some screenshots. Give me a minute here, and I'm going to switch over to. Let's do this. I'm sorry. Sorry. My bad, guys. It plays that every time. Every time I switch, it just like goes haywire. My bad. Final Echo says, Sav, can you see the Twitch chat? Yes, I can. What's up, Sav? Watching you while at the gym lifting and preparing for my 5K. Well, enjoy your workout. I'm sorry that you have to listen to me waffle on about whatever while you're pumping iron. No, I'm not drunk. It's when I've hit the buttons, and if I don't hit it a second time. So how it works is like, if you're familiar with OBS, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But I hit this button, and it makes the source visible, so the source plays. If I don't remember to hit the button again to make it invisible, because it's not on a loop, it'll just play again whenever I leave that screen. And the source for the intro is set up to play automatically whenever I go to this screen. So I hope that answers your question. But no, I'm not drunk yet. Not yet. Primitive says, I'm epileptic, but I love it. Oh, God. I don't want anybody to die watching the intro. That would be really, really bad. All right, let's go ahead and switch over now. Okay, so we are on 6Hub as per usual. If you guys haven't been to 6Hub in a while, definitely go recommend checking it out. We've got some new stuff going on. We're still working on some things. I just talked to Cannon. What was that? Yesterday, day before yesterday, Cannon, about next steps, where we're headed. Rob, yes, I did say hi to my mother for you. She said, "Who the fuck is Rob?" I like. He's a cool guy out in California. She's like, oh, okay. That was it, dude. Sorry, it's kind of rather anticlimactic. Sav, you need to catch up. Catch up where? I'm caught up. I think I'm caught up. Maybe I'm not caught up. Abandon says, Sav, do you think the water will ever get dirty as to where you'll see workers at a beach cleaning the water out? Nah, I doubt it. That's too much. That's too much, Abandon. I don't think they're going to go quite that far. Randy Tulane says, why PS5 versus Xbox? I'm making the jump to PS5 soon, but I want to know why people are ditching Xbox. I'm doing it because so many people are ditching. Well, don't do anything because everybody else is doing it. That's not a good reason. But I can tell you why I think a lot of people are moving towards the PlayStation. And I think a lot of them are moving towards the PlayStation Pro in hopes that they get better performance of GTA 6 on the PS5 Pro. So. All right, guys. We're going to break down some screenshots. Where do you guys want to start? Greg with another 5 says Jason's gonna be on a motorcycle like Poncherello, Eric Estrada from the 70s. From the 70s TV show Chips. Funny enough, Greg, I actually met Eric Estrada in a Cracker Barrel of all places when I was like 19 years old. He just happened to be sitting there chilling, eating with his family. I'm like, that is 100% Eric Estrada from Chips. And my girlfriend's family was like, no way. He wouldn't be in here. You know? He lives out, he's got to like live out in LA or something. I'm like, no. That's Eric Estrada. I'm telling you, that's Eric Estrada. And it was. And I got a picture with him. On his way out, I'm like, hey, brother, I didn't want to interrupt you while you're eating. Can I grab a quick pic? And I got a picture with him. Rob's like, rude. As an Xbox guy, go with PS5. Really? I don't know, man. Respect you for knowing who that is at that age. Yeah, I grew up with 60s and 70s music, 60s and 70s television, dude. So, yeah. All right, where are we going, guys? Start with Paleto Bay. Paleto Bay is GTA 5. He's holding the Caribbean location. Does that get the button? No, I don't think that gets the button. Unless you want it to get the button. Grass River's helicopter screenshot. It's about player base with console. Doesn't count on crossplay. Don't count on crossplay and live your best Sony life with your friends. I don't know, man. Sony kind of pisses me off sometimes. Okay. For those of you that have watched my Grass Rivers video, you probably know what I'm about to show you here. And I just noticed this down here. Is that a leaf? Is that just a really big leaf, or is that maybe a turtle or something by chance? I've never noticed that before. I'm telling you, every time I look at these screenshots, I see something new. You should look up Bloody Watson Everglades lore. Chips ruined Chips. Even as a kid, I loved watching it, but I knew it was a corny show even back then. Nintendo. We're talking about, like, actually gaming consoles. Okay, so those of you that have watched the GTA, the Grass Rivers video, you kind of know where I'm going with some of this stuff already. Ooh. Ooh. That's new. That's new. You can change the size of the brush. I don't remember seeing that, Cannon. I know we talked about it, but... Okay, so this particular airboat right here is not just any other airboat. At least I don't think. What makes this airboat different is that it has a light bar up here that you can barely see. Can you see that? See that light bar? It's right here. Also, this guy appears to be wearing a polo shirt and khakis. You can barely kind of make out the khakis here. And this is definitely like a short sleeve shirt. The polo, you can see the white here on the polo. Who wears a polo shirt and khakis on an airboat? Well, Poach wears a polo shirt and khakis. We can see them in the same clip in the trailer where the guy is removing the alligator from the pool. Now, what does Poach do? And this guy looks like he's talking on a radio. His hand's up here in front of his mouth. You can barely see it, but he looks like he's radioing something. I can't tell what this is here. I don't know if this is an individual like hunched over. There may be 3 people on this boat. Now, why is Poach on this airboat? Well, because Poach is also in this SUV, and this SUV, and this helicopter. They are all after these 2 clowns in this off-road pickup truck because they have been illegally poaching alligators. Now, does this mean that if you get into the game and start shooting alligators, that you're going to instantly get a wanted level? I don't know. Does this mean that there's going to be some sort of tag system for hunting? I don't know. It is interesting to think about that certain aspects of hunting could be illegal. But this is most certainly Poach. And it's showing you that not only can they get you in the swamps in off-road vehicles, but they can get you from airboats and helicopters. There's your spotlight. I don't know what... Are these missiles? Is that what that is? I don't know. I have a hard time seeing missiles on a... just a Poach helicopter, but yeah. Over here on the left side... Let me grab this. I wish we could... Cannon, if you're in here, is it possible that you can, like, with the annotizer tool clicked, if you could right-click and drag the screen? That could be really cool. That could be really, really cool. Over here, you have these, what look like rodents, and then people are like, oh, they're beavers. They're not beavers. These are not beavers. These are a rodent specific to Florida called nutria. Nutria are big fat swamp rats, and they get to be about 40 pounds and about 3 feet in length, and they hunt. You can hunt them. I think middle click drag would be better. Yeah, that would be better. Either way, that would be a really cool feature to add, Cannon, if we could do that somehow. Rappel lines. Oh, is that what those are? Oh, yeah, you might be right. Yeah. Yeah, those might be something that you can rappel from. That's interesting. I don't know much about helicopters, so I'm probably not the person to answer that question. Over here to the right, we've got some birds. I don't know exactly what kind of birds. Like, this looks like some kind of stork or something right here. This looks like the same species. It's hard to tell if... I think these two might be a different species. I don't know. But there's 4 birds over here just walking around in the water. You've also got, down here in the bottom, you've got 2 different alligators. And this is either a full-grown female, and this is a full-grown male, or this is a juvenile, and this is an adult. But they are very clearly different sizes. I'm not exactly sure which is which. It would be really cool if we had juvenile alligators, so they're not always the same size. That could be pretty dope. Pretty dope indeed. I'm not sure if there's anything else really juicy in this one. I did notice, for those of you that are really interested in the cars and the vehicles and customization, this looks like a custom matte finish camo paint job on this truck. So maybe we can do stuff like that. Maybe some off-road tires on there. I don't know. It's hard to say. But he is pulling a trailer, and there's stuff in the trailer. I think we can probably count. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's at least what? At least 3, probably more like 5 or 6 underneath those. So there's probably like 10 to 12 gators in this trailer. Got some flying birds up here, right side. Flying birds here. More over here. Lots of wildlife. Lots and lots of wildlife. Yep. I'm starting to wonder what this is right here. It might just be a leaf. I don't know. So yeah. That's that one. Let's go back here. Library. What else you want to do? Hunting wagon from Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. Shoebill. Oh, yeah. The shoebill is a wild-looking animal. It looks like it's straight from, like, the dinosaur era. Be interesting to see if you can get wrapped up by a python. Yeah, that would be really cool. That'd be really freaky, man. Imagine having to, like, walk around in the swamps at night and you see, like, a big-ass python just moving through the water towards you. Do a little reload and the drag features there. No shit. That fast, huh? All right. This dude, I swear, man, he is just, like, on top of this stuff. Let's look at... This screenshot's really cool. You can see a lot of detail in this screenshot. All right. Oh, no way, dude. That's awesome. That's going to make this so much easier to use. Thank you, Canon. Thank you for doing that. All right, let's see what his watch says. 11:20. Oh, 11:19. You guys. His watch straight up says 11:19. That's funny. Let's see. Look at the detail on this leather down here. You can see the stitching. Stitch, 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 stitch. That is insane. That is insane. Let's see on the controls here. Okay, this is bilge pump. Battery. Aeration. Aeration is used for a live well. What does that say? I don't know what this one says. This is obviously horn. I don't know what this one is. We'll come back to that. This says freshwater. This says... This is nav lights. I don't know what this is. This looks like maybe some kind of spotlight. I'd want to... Does it say courtesy light? I think that says courtesy light. Anybody familiar with like boat controls can explain what the courtesy light is? Very good at writing letters with a mouse. Wow, legit impressive. Really? Really? Just trying to see what we can see here. Got a nav system here. Engine controls. Emergency stop. Man, look at his shirt. Raul's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. What flag is this? Is that Cuba? Can somebody confirm if that is the Cuban flag? Taxi lights for the boat? That is Cuba. Okay. I thought so. Does that mean that Raul is Cuban? Is Raul Cuban? Is this their hint? Is that Rockstar's hint at telling us he's Cuban? Is this Rockstar's hint that Cuba's in the game? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, what I was going to mention is aeration is for a live well. And if you don't know what a live well is, you haven't gone fishing enough. A live well is where you catch a fish and then you put it in a basically an onboard cooler that you can pump oxygen into and keeps the fish alive. Puerto Rico? Well, is it Cuban or Puerto Rican? Now I'm confused. That's like a little cup, though. This is a cup. And I don't know if it's sitting in a cup holder or if it's just a... I don't know. I don't know what that is exactly. And then you've got this bridge back here. Looks like maybe somebody's standing down here. It's hard to make that out. But this will be a lot of fun to jump in a police chase. How cool would it be if one of Lucia's abilities was to hack stuff on the fly, sort of like Watch Dogs? And you could have her activate the bridge when you get, like, back here, back there somewhere. So then you jump the bridge, and then the cops have to stop here because it's too high. That could be a really cool way to ditch the cops. I'm about it. I'm about it. You have to request the bridge to open. What if you could hack it, though? Fast and Furious 2 opening race vibes. That's true, yeah. 100% Cuba, just checked. It's Cuba, Rob. It is indeed Cuba. Is this an RV or a camper? I think it is. That's a fifth wheel. This is a fifth wheel. That is 100% what that is. A fifth wheel. And then the truck sits underneath the fifth wheel like this. Sorry for my drawing skills. That is a fifth wheel that this guy is pulling. Could technically be a horse trailer, but with the windows located where they are, I don't know that would be a horse trailer. It's hard to say, but it could be. That could be a horse trailer, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is a cool screenshot. A lot of stuff going on here. Says sorry for his drawing skills. A pounder box truck. You can kind of see the truck underneath it, though. Sav, do you think if we have a hospital in tiers enter like GTA 4, if you die or get hurt, you can go to the hospital and have bandages all over you, or have a cast, or even surgery to take a bullet out? Yeah, Bannon, I think that's probably a little further than they want to go. I mean, maybe bandages or something if you're hurt or something and you haven't healed up, but I don't know that you're gonna go to the hospital and have a bullet removed. I don't know, brother. All right, let's look at another one. Fifth wheel is not technically a vehicle, it's a trailer. While we're talking about Raul, this is a very cool pistol. It looks like it spells out capo. And it's got this symbol with like a crown here. But what's really cool is you have this sort of RMR. Somebody in the comments knows exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Like a red dot sight kind of deal. Man, just look at this texture, though. Like, I'm just, like, blown away by the textures here. The texture on the steering wheel, leather on his jacket. The seats. I wonder what that says. This is MBA. Got a bag full of money here. Ooh, what are these symbols? I'm curious what these symbols are here. This looks like the green phone call symbol. This green symbol here almost looks like the Spotify. Like, I know it's not Spotify, but it almost looks like the Spotify thing. I wonder if that is indicative of them having some sort of like music app in the game. maps fourth from left. American Missile 22 with the $2 says car or boats. Also, who guessed your name right? I can't tell you who guessed my name right because then you know my name. And I don't want you to know my name yet. Not yet. That day will come, but not yet. Ooh, what's this? That's like a... This looks like a skull. Airbag. Another duffel bag full of money that he sets on the passenger seat. I wonder if this is duffel bags are going to be like our saddlebags. Somebody was asking me that earlier. I don't know who it was, but they were asking like, what's the replacement for the satchel? And I don't know there'll be a direct replacement for the satchel because, you know, I don't think in modern times you need to carry around that much shit as you did back in the day. But it would be really cool if, like, you know, it started off to where you could only carry a couple of items, and then eventually you unlock the ability to like put on a backpack or carry a duffel bag with you, and then you can carry like more stuff. Raul gives me Micah vibes. He'll betray Jason Lucia at some point. You might be right. You might be right. I love you, Philip Morris. That was a funny movie. Are we going over screenshots again? Join late. Yes, we are. We're just looking at some screenshots right now. Basically a double stack 1911. Yeah, he's got terrible trigger discipline. That finger is all the way through the trigger well. He must be ready to shoot somebody. Bang, bang. Because in this, in the trailer footage, he's got really good, or not trailer footage, in this piece here, he's got really good trigger discipline. So you can see here, that finger is outside the trigger well. And if we go forward a few frames, still outside the trigger well. Then it slips into the trigger well when he goes to fire. I wish they didn't stop the animation there, but what's really cool about this is look at how much that gun is moving. Pay attention to the buttstock back here and where it is in relation to his shoulder. See that? It's moving quite a bit. He's keeping his hands on the actual guard here instead of putting it over the M-lock. Personally, like, when I'm shooting an AR, I like my hand a little more forward than that. Does he have an angled grip on here? Is that what this is? Does it go back like this? It's hard to say. But you got, he's got a mask down around his neck. Same with Lucia. Let's go back a few frames here. Bullet impacts everywhere. You got glass shattering over here on the right side, a bullet impact down here on the ground. Like, who is shooting at them from where? These... Another bullet splash here. Hitting the grill of this police car. You see this lady, like, or this person running back here. And then off in the distance... way back here, you can see a couple of squad cars. Looks like they're holding at a distance. Yeah, but just bullet impacts everywhere. Like, these guys are getting lit up from, like, every direction. There's bullet holes in the side of this car here. Zoom in on the new watch. Let's see, that's upside down. So it would be, let's see, this is 2 o'clock, 2:05. 2:05 p.m. That's a full duffel bag. So is this one. So this is coming out of the bank. I'm assuming, not going into it. I guess that would be kind of obvious, right? Again, textures, man. They just look really good. Look really, really good. Yes, this shot does absolutely remind me of Heat as well. If you guys haven't seen that movie, you need to. It's a really, really good movie. All right, let's look and see. Who is this? Is that the unknown pilot guy? Or is this just some random worker at Brian's marina? It's hard to say. Dude, she is kitted up though. That's like an AR-10. That is a long ass gun, dude. Vertical grip, magazine belt, or tactical belt, whatever you want to call it. Or that may be like a backpack she's got on. I don't know. No, that strap is... That may be some kind of like tactical backpack or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. Looks like a Kydex holster. God, I can't talk. Now, I saw somewhere that, so Brian's got this tattoo here of this anchor, and that's absolutely a nautical tattoo, but he's also got this tattoo over here, and this is like, this is some kind of bird. And in the research that I had done, it was saying that this particular bird tattoo is that of like a person that spends their time out at sea a lot. Like boat captains get that tattoo. I mean, it makes sense. He owns a marina. You know, he's a boat captain. Cosplay tack gear. Yes, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you have not done so already. What's up, Midnight Vice? I didn't see in here, buddy. Quinn from Jaws. I can't remember if he had that tattoo or not. Let's look at... This one's interesting. If you guys haven't looked at this one, it's worth a gander. So what's happening in this clip is that Cal is picking up bales of, we'll call it product, that this plane is dropping. So this plane flies over. Out the bottom of the plane comes this package here. You can see it falling. So what that package is that's dropping is what is in the what's in this down here. Let's see. You gotta go back here so you can see it. So he's on a boat. He's not at a dock. So you got the mooring, whatever you call that, tie down that's on a boat. But you've got these big bricks of product, and this is duct tape, and this is a life vest. And the point being that you can throw it out of the seaplane and it floats. And then Cal's job is to come along with this hook that he's got in his hand and scoop it out of the water. So this is how they conduct illegal drug running in the South, in Florida. It's a mission in GTA 6 that was featured in Miami Vice TV show 1980s. Okay. Smuggling by seaplane or cigar boat. Yep. Gaff. Yes, thank you. Gaff, that's what it's called. That is correct. So, kind of a cool shot. What's his hat say? Key Lento. Looks like property of Key Lento, lines, and I don't know what that word says. But this says lines. And that definitely says Key Lento. All right. Jason looking pretty cool with his shades on, driving at night. You got these people that we can see through the windshield in the back here, just kind of hanging out, sitting on the thing here, and then these people standing next to looks like a pickup truck. Lucia just enjoying the fresh night air. What's really cool here is this necklace. It is flopping all around. The physics for that necklace for jewelry in this game are pretty cool. Even her earrings are moving around quite a bit. Her hair. The face she's making looks like a face that you would make if you stick your head in the wind. You know, you're going to squint your eyes a little bit. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. You see the reflection on the back side of this mirror. So you see this line here, this black line. Pay attention to that line. It moves. That's a reflection of something. Maybe like a telephone pole or something. Is that the road underneath? No, it's hard to tell. Not a whole lot going on in the screenshot other than that. You got some nightlife going on out here, but it's so blurry it's hard to see. Greg with a $2 donation says, I wear my sunglasses at night. Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing them at night. Look at the reflection on the side of the car. Yeah. Car's pretty beat up. Not much of a reflection, but... Are you talking about the mirror maybe? I don't know. Yeah, you can see it reflecting the color here. You got this hue of pink from whatever this is over here. It's picking all that up. Pretty cool, man. This game looks beautiful. Here's another fun one. Got masked up Jason wearing a do-rag or whatever this bandana around his face. He's got the yellow shades. Probably picked those up from Amazon like I did for $7.99. Michael's movie in the background, says Bav. Yeah. Is that this one, Bav? I can't remember what it looks like. Is it this one? You got all kinds of goodies in here. All sorts of like snacks and stuff here that you can buy. I don't know if these are canned goods or what they are. You got cups, ATM machine. Yep, that's the one. Meltdown. Yeah, $5 DVDs. How's that, VPA? Or Rob. Sorry, called you VPA. He's got the V-Rock shirt on. And this is my favorite handgun. This is like a Beretta style 9mm. Love that thing. I absolutely love the look of those guns. I don't know what it is. They excite me. Yeah, convenience stores are going to be fun to knock over, I feel like. Shopping and cooking system. Cooking be a feature, especially if we're going to have a hunger system. Yeah, maybe. Think there'd be something to the effect of single or double point slings for rifles. It kind of... Let's go look at... There's a particular... Actually... Is he rocking a sling in this? Nope. No sling there. Let's go look at... No sling on that. No sling on that. No sling on that. It's not looking like it, but that doesn't mean that it won't be in the game just because we can't find one. Yeah, no slings. Well, okay. So this has the D-rings for a sling. Let's see. I don't know why they would put D-rings on it. You got a D-ring here and a D-ring here. I don't know why they'd put D-rings on this if you couldn't have slings. And further evidence for slings I would point you to Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously, you know, if they're going to limit our inventory to the weapons that we can carry, it would make sense that they're going to have slings, because you can't carry, you know, what are you going to do with your, you know, long gun if you've got to pull out your pistol? You know, they should have some sort of sling system. I would think that would be kind of mandatory. I like 9mm Berettas too. They're used a lot by Bruce Willis in Die Hard movies. Those are great movies. Those are fantastic movies. And in the leaks, there are slings. Is there really? You know, I thought about doing a stream. Obviously, I can't show you guys the leaks, but I thought about doing a stream where, like, I look at the leaks while I'm live and kind of walk you guys through what I'm seeing, but I don't know. That might be really boring. This is a really cool screenshot. I love this screenshot. There's so much going on in this screenshot. Okay, so if you start at the gator's nose and you draw a straight line back to where it came from, they're all headed right for like this central part of the boat. Now, to me it's weird, right? Because this is not consistent with gator behavior. They're not going to move towards a boat unless they had good reason to move towards the boat. What I think is happening here has to do with these buckets. I think there's bait in these buckets. And I think this guy, this boat is slowly drifting forward. But back when the front of the boat, let me go back here. Back when the front of the boat was like right about here, he may have chummed the water here. And that's what they're all moving towards. And then he's got a double barrel shotgun about to, shoot this one, of course. But that looks like a bait bucket to me. It looks like a bait bucket. And then there's this flashlight on the seat. Obviously that's used for spotlighting. If you're gonna go gator hunting at night, which has me wondering, like, if we go out into the swamp at night with a flashlight, are we gonna see gator eyes reflecting back at us? That could be really cool. Obviously something else that's really cool here is just like the disturbance through the water that these things make when they're swimming through it. You know what I mean? It's not like they could have made it easily so they just like kind of clip through this stuff, but they've made it so like literally the gator kind of leaves a trail through the water, which is really cool. But yeah, you've got one here, you've got one here, you've got one here, here, and here. So the 5 gators. There may be even more, but those are the ones I can see. Do you guys want to keep doing screenshots, or do you want to do some calls? It's just crazy. Like, you can see the sweat on her arm here. Look at the texture on the towel. Her phone says 2:55 or 2:58. Yeah, it's 2:58 p.m. Sav, did you ever get a TENS unit? And if you did, it's magical in it. I did not. Screenshots? Okay. That looks really good, dude. Makes me want one of those. Look at how the shadow casted through the glass, through the red drink, is creating a red shadow on the ground. Like, that is a red tinted shadow. That's amazing. Gosh, and just look at the glass stem, man. This is just like... That looks like something that they, like, scanned in to the game. That's just beautiful looking. See reflection. See her towel and phone over here. Earbuds. Looks like they're getting rid of military this time. Getting rid of military time. I see what you're saying. Is it me or the shadow wrong in the glass? No. Based on the position of the sun, you know, her shadow is directly underneath her. This shadow is directly underneath it. Obviously, this is taller than her arm is. Take calls and analyze screenshots with the caller. I feel like we gotta at least do one call because Mister has been waiting to jump on a call and he dropped $100 earlier. I can't not do calls. So maybe here in about 20 minutes we'll do some calls. Let's see what else we got. This is a cool shot. See a few things going on here. You got this dead palm branch laying on the roof of the building. This is like a pathway to the beach from the resort. Looks like a cup of fancy coffee, some kind of espresso. A big golden duck. Lots of people in the pool, just kind of chilling. What other screenshots you guys want me to look at? We can go through the trailer, kind of break this down. Look at all the sea turtles here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. $20-30 is perfect. I can finish my food, pay my tab, and get back out to my semi. All right, buddy. Got a pod of dolphins here, enjoying their water and frolicking. Shark here, shark here. Man, I really hope that the beaches are this packed. So, do you think the prison part will be playable? I personally don't think so. If it is playable, it's probably where you learn how to like fist fight or something. See, this is what I mean when people say that GTA 6 isn't going to be like funny or campy. Oh, Cannon said new feature being loaded up for frame analyzer. Okay. It says why 6.9 when you can 9.19? You know what I mean? That's... I don't know why people say it's not going to be edgy. Little floaty, flamingo floaty here. Copy URL and reload. What am I looking for? Annotate. Oh, very cool, dude. Well. Am I doing it wrong? Oh, there it is. Well, had it. That's cool. Geese. Goose. Airboat. That's really cool. Thank you, Cannon. I like that. I like that a lot. Pretty cool. You just got to double click, I think. But it's working. So this person has a double barrel shotgun. What looks like a double barrel shotgun anyway. This dude cracks me up. I don't know why it's not letting me drag over anymore. This is the guy I was pointing at. He looks like Les is it Les Stroud from Survivor Man? Yeah, it won't let me drag with the middle mouse button anymore. So many dynamic NPCs, man. It just goes and goes and goes. That little dog. Look at him go. I don't know why that makes me laugh. What is going on up here? Oh, those are birds. A couple of birds flying. GTA guy says, do you think we'll be able to have soccer since soccer low-key blew up in Miami with a lot of big players going there, especially Messi and Suarez? I don't know, maybe. I mean, I don't know that we'll be able to play soccer, but it would certainly be cool to have more activities to watch. I wouldn't complain about that at all. Gosh, I hope boating in this game is good. You can see they're creating like a decent wake. Still waiting to see pit bulls. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have them. Yeah, so here's your car culture. This is car meat, 100%. Cars and motorcycles. This is a lifted vehicle with big, like 24-inch rims on it. Got a little lowrider over here. Chrysler 300 looking car. Lots of police helicopters. That's the one thing I've been noticing a lot in this trailer. Like going back to the beginning, let's just count how many helicopters we see. And I believe they're police helicopters. But let's go back to the beginning and just count. Let me see. We'll just hit play. We'll pause every time we see one. Okay, we've got one chopper there. I don't know if that's a police chopper. I think it might just be beach safety or something. Hold on, let's go back. There's a plane there, but no chopper. A couple of planes. Okay, there's 3 or 4 choppers. 3 choppers in this scene alone. You've got the Sea Sparrow here. What looks like a Maverick or something here, and then another one over here. You can see this thing actively loading containers on this ship. See the crane pull, it's actually unloading. Another helicopter. Any helicopters here? Yep. Another one. So this, what you're seeing here is like Rockstar's rendition of Fat Albert, and I talked about this in the Leonida Keys video. What's interesting is people look at the shot and they're like, oh, this thing is small and it's in the air. Well, both of those things are wrong. It is not small, it's very large, and it's actually, it's not in the air. It's sitting on the ground. This is the station that they use for that. If you look at actual pictures of what it's based on, it's like this big circular kind of helicopter pad type deal. So it's literally sitting on the ground, maybe 6 feet off the ground or something, but it's on a tether. It doesn't fly around. It kind of stays on this tether. So that's just to give you an indication of how big this thing is. It's quite large. This is a shrimp boat, if I've ever seen one. Super yacht down here. This was like the old bridge. Another helicopter. Here's the uniform I was telling you about. Polo shirt and khakis. And that's Poach. This guy back here is just leaning on his truck at a gas pump. There's 2 cars at gas pumps right here. 1, 2. And this guy's just chilling here. What's he waiting for, huh? Is he just standing by his truck at a gas pump? I think not. I think he might be putting gas in his vehicle. No, we're not counting government pigeons as police helicopters. This is a cool shot here. You can see this monster truck airborne. This lady looks like she's already smashed the windshield of this car with those hammers. Now here's another cool one. Let me go back here. A lot of people miss this. But you can see some monster trucks going up this big dirt hill here. In the background. This is at the Thrillbilly Mud Club, if I had to guess. Which will be probably a static location. Another cool thing is when he lands on this table, like, the physics of everything just all goes flying. Spilled drinks, everything. All right. We're gonna get through the end of this one, and then we are going to take a couple of calls. Does that say party time on his chin? See this, guys? This is the enemy. This is the enemy. If you see one of these in GTA Online, kill it. Greg with the $2. Thank you, buddy. Says, what if that's a beer pong table he slammed through? I don't think it is. Nah, it's just a table set up with beer on it. I wish I could read this. Something customs. There you go. Those of you that are wanting custom car mechanics. Then you got this sound for sound. This guy's probably got a nice bass system set up in here. These look like records. What does that say? Something cut? Something cut customs. That's a U and this is a T. This is like a weird looking C, I think. I don't know. It's hard to say. Some Pisswasser. All sorts of different liquors over here. CCTV camera up here. Looks like some kind of snacks here. Chips, some type. These look like t-shirts. It's maybe like a general store type feel. Pawn and gun. Greg with the $2 donation says it's Ride Out Customs. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Vice says can't wait until we get something. Me too, man. Me too. Bav says I'm finally making that bacon and egg now. Really? I thought you made one earlier. The leaves moving here as he turns the corner. Man, how cool would that be if we had dynamic road debris? Trust. Trust. And they're set up for a quick getaway. All right. Let's do some calls. Because I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. So I'll probably call it here in about a half an hour, but I want to give anybody the opportunity to hop in and chat before we end this Whiskey Wednesday. Are you going to be playing anything else after GTA drops? No. No, I'm going to be strictly playing GTA. At least for a while. Eventually, I'll mix it up, play some other stuff. But, yeah. Mostly GTA for now. Okay. So let's do some calls. If anybody, any mods or Discord mods or whatever are available to pop into the Discord chat and go into the waiting room and just kind of let me know who joins when. And looks like we've already got Zach in the waiting room. So I'm going to pop in and pull Zach in. We'll chat with Zach for a minute. And then whoever else wants to join, just go to the Discord. If we could have a Discord mod or YouTube mod, put the link to the Discord so anybody that wants to chat can join. Let's try and keep it to just a few minutes. So if you have like a question or two that you would like to ask or something, you're welcome to pop on in and we can chat for a couple minutes. I just don't want to build up a long line of people that are waiting to get in, so we'll try and keep it moving a little bit. Let's see. You've got to be kidding me. I figured we had like maybe 50 people in here watching. There's 282 people that are still in here watching me go through these screenshots. My God. Thank you guys for for hanging out and doing that. That's funny. I thought for sure people were going to get bored and dip out, but I guess not. We're up to 225 likes. Let's go ahead and adjust that real quick. Maybe if we're lucky, we can hit 300 before the end of the night. That'd be cool. Okay, let's get Zach in here. What's up, Zach?
Nothing much, Stav. How was your week?
It was good. It was good. Spent some time with my mom who was in town. We hung out for a little while. She just left this morning, so finally getting back to a normal stream schedule. How about you, man?
I've been doing pretty good. Went to the NASCAR race last Sunday, and just ready to talk about some GTA 6 with you.
Cool, man. What you got?
So I remember like today's stream, someone mentioned about piranhas or big snakes in the game.
Uh-huh.
And I wish they won't be creepy, because the way you're describing it sound like someone with snake phobia, which I have. It sounds terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, the idea of being out in the swamp at night and you see like this glistening cylindrical shadow moving back and forth in the water as it moves towards you, that could be pretty scary, I'd imagine, if you're afraid of snakes. That's why you just bring a shotgun with you, man. Put a flashlight, tactical light on the end of that shotgun, just blast away. Yeah. You don't need any tags for that. They welcome that stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, guns will always be in the game, so. But yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think it'd be more like free big cities in GTA 6?
Do I think there'll be more what? Big cities?
Like have free big ones, including Vice City.
I think Vice City will be the largest by far. But besides like Ambrosia, Port Gellhorn, I think there's probably going to be at least one more city that we don't know about up north. I'd be really surprised if there wasn't.
Maybe like a version of Atlanta.
Maybe. I don't know. It's really hard to tell, man. We don't really know if we're going to get like a Gloriana, and if we don't get a Gloriana, then we wouldn't get an Atlanta, but it'd be cool to see like a version of Orlando, you know what I mean? And we don't know anything about like the Space Coast yet, how they're planning on doing that, if they're planning on doing that, so.
I wish Orlando would be in the game. I already have ideas for a Disney World parody.
Yeah, there's some good ideas out there. Seeing Bav's video, he was talking about like an adult version of like Disney World or whatever, like Adult Disney or something. I think I know what he's talking, like the parody version of that, like these adults walking around with like Disney or like the Mickey Mouse ears on or whatever. They could find some version of that,
Yeah, and like the mascot be like a crack addict rat.
Yeah, that could be really funny for sure. Yeah. Disney adults. Yeah, you should if you haven't seen Bav's video on that, you should go watch it. This is a new activities video he just did.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see Disney World parody, because that's a big outside of Miami, that's like a big thing in Florida.
Yeah, I'd agree, man. I'd agree.
And
well, cool, bro.
Do you think we'll be able to do like drug running to Cuba if Cuba was in the game?
I don't know. I mean, I would love to see something like Cuba in the game. I think, if anything, there will be more of a relationship between Miami and the Bahamas than Florida and Cuba. I mean, although Cuba's only like 95 nautical miles from Key West, so I don't know exactly how far the Bahamas are. I think they're a lot closer than Cuba is. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they intend to do that, and I don't know that there's a whole lot of drug running between islands. It's more planes dropping it in the water and them hauling it in.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. We'll find out here in November.
Yeah, and what do you think about like ghost pirates spottings in GTA 6, like for online?
I think that'd be really cool to see, like, in a storm or like. I think about it like this. Like, imagine you're out on the ocean and it's stormy and there's waves and lightning flashing and all that stuff, and like way off in the distance you see a lightning flash and you see the outline of like a pirate ship. And then the lightning flashes again and it's gone. Or like the same thing, but like with a kraken with the tentacles sticking up out of the water, and you see that just flash for a second, and then the lightning flashes again and it's gone. Little things like that, they could really like create some cool atmospheric stuff.
Yeah, or a cannon fires off, but nothing happens to you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of ideas for cool stuff like that, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you hopping in, bro. We've got a few other people in the waiting room, so I'm going to keep it moving. But thanks for hopping in here as always, man. It's always good to talk to you.
Yeah, you too. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. We'll see you. All right, I'm going to get Goop Snatcher in here. I think he was next up. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Yo, what's up? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to kind of ask you a question regarding GTA 6. So, obviously, the whole community can assume the game is definitely going to be bigger than GTA 5 in terms of size of storage.
Yeah.
And something that I noticed where Rockstar is trying to cut back on how big the game is on the poly size of certain items in game. And it's kind of hard to notice this because most of the assets in GTA 6, from what we've seen on the trailers, are absolutely insane. Like high poly, amazing textures, lighting, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But on one of the screenshots, I think you might have missed this, but in the screenshot where Brian is sitting down in his marina and he has the E-Cola can in his hand, if you zoom in on that E-Cola can, you can see that it's kind of low poly around the brim.
You gotta look at it real quick.
Yeah.
It's that little video clip of Brian.
Yes, I believe so.
Let's see what you mean. Let's see what you're talking about here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't really. Oh, I see. Yeah, for a second. Yeah, you can see around the rim of the can. It looks more like it's like not smooth and round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think it honestly might be a ported asset from GTA 5, like the not the texture of it, but the actual 3D model of it.
Yeah, like the tab, like you pop the soda, like the tab is flat. It's like part of the surface of the top.
Like the brim is jagged, it's not smooth.
Yeah,
So
I see what you're talking about. Here, let me show these guys on screen.
Final product of in-game assets. I mean, I'm pretty sure no one would really care. I feel like some people would care, like some really kind of enthusiastic GTA fans would be like, "Oh, this sucks," but at the end of the day, I think they're gonna have to do this with a lot of assets in game to just cut down on storage size, because if all assets, all 3D models in game are like high poly, then, or not even high poly, but like 3D layered. For example, the tab on the can, you can see that it's completely flat. If all small assets in the game were like 3D modeled, where it's not flat like that and it had like its own like texture and buffering, it would blow the storage size of the game out the water. Like it would be like over 250 gigabytes for sure. So
yeah,
I think that's
definitely.
Something we have to assume is not going to be absolutely perfect, just for the sake of storage size.
Yeah, well, and you've got a point, but I also think that Rockstar is spending a good amount of time trying to optimize. You know, there was the I forget exactly what patent it was, and you know, obviously there's no proof that they're using it, but it would make sense that they would in a game like this, where, you know, they're going to focus on the stuff that is directly within your line of sight, and just make sure that that's rendered to the max. And like based on how far away it is, it like becomes more and more clear as you get closer and closer. So I don't know, but everything I've seen so far like looks really good. That's honestly, I've never noticed that.
I think in terms of optimization, the first releases of GTA 6 on console are going to be highly optimized. I think there's going to be a lot of things that people will notice are not as amazing in modeling terms as they thought it would be. However, I think that when, let's say in the future, there's an enhanced version of GTA 6 or the PC version, for example, I think those models will be shown at like their full 3D modeling capabilities, because just the hardware on current gen consoles aren't going to be able to handle all of those assets especially if you want the game to run at 60 FPS. So
Yeah.
Just wanted
Yeah, those are all great points, man. Yeah, no, I'm glad you popped in and mentioned that. I'm sure there's going to be, like, it's important for everybody to keep their expectations in line. Like, not every single thing in the game is going to look stunning, you know what I mean? But Rockstar, I feel like, is putting an emphasis of focus on the things that are going to be drawing our attention the most. But yeah, no, all good points, man.
Yeah, best case scenario on release, we'll have like the performance version and RT version in the settings, because I'm sure the majority of people would rather play it at 60 FPS than have like insane graphics, which I'm sure already on a performance mode would be really good. So
Yeah.
But hey,
Well,
thanks for giving me the chance to chat, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. Well, welcome to the Discord. I saw that you just joined a few minutes ago, so welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you. Thanks for popping in and not being shy. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Sam. Take care, bro.
Yeah, we'll see you. All right, I gotta do it. I gotta bring in Mr. Sister Fister. He dropped a $100 dono on us earlier, so this is we gotta get him in here. What's up, buddy? Can you hear me? He's probably watching me on his. Okay, what's good, dude?
Oh, just got back to the truck. I was chatting with the guys in the waiting room.
Yeah, how was the bar? Was it good? Did you get some decent food?
Yeah. Oh, dude, all right, so it's a truck stop bar, but I'm a sucker for a good bologna sandwich, and they have fried bologna sandwiches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't.
They've got green chili and cheese fries, so I need to get some of those.
You're making me hungry, man. We always end up talking about food on this stream at some point.
Always, man, and I haven't eaten all day. I started my day super early.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Like, all right, I'm going to get food. The wife's reading her book. I want to run in and get something to eat and watch the stream.
That's awesome. Does she ride with you on these on your hauls?
Yeah, she'll go with me sometimes. Dude,
that's awesome.
Like, we've got 6 dogs and we've got kids. So my son lives with his mom in Colorado, and then my stepson is with us full time. But he'll be 18 in 7 years. And my wife, she's like, I love being a mom. She's like, but I promise you, as soon as he's out of the house, I'm in that truck full time.
She likes the road, huh?
Dude, she loves it. She has a blast.
That's cool. That's good, man. Sounds like you guys have fun out there. Well, dude, thank you. I wanted to say thank you again for that donation you sent earlier. That was very generous, bro. I really appreciate it.
No, dude, don't worry about it, man. I ain't worried about it. Spread the wealth, spread the fun, man. It's a blast.
Well, it means a lot. You know, I obviously appreciate all donations, but well, I'm glad that you enjoy it, man.
Dude,
I still go ahead.
Finding a community of people that are like into the same kind of games and stuff. Like I've got my Xbox in the semi. I've got 5G Wi-Fi in here and stuff. So I'll park for the night, you know, jump on, play some Xbox and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But finding people that are like, that are into the same kind of games and stuff like that, it's just rad. And then finding somebody that's just as hyped as me. Like you say all the time that you're sure your wife is just over you talking about Grand Theft Auto 6. And you were talking about it on one of the last streams. I asked my wife, I was like, are you tired of me talking about this game yet? She's like, no, I'm just ready for some news to drop. And I was like, us fucking too.
That's awesome. Yeah, I said
that's part of the fun.
I've said on the stream that, you know, if I didn't have this like outlet to talk to you guys about this game, I'd be driving her nuts about it. She's actually really supportive. You know, occasionally she'll ask me, she's like, any news on Trailer 3? No, she stays up to date with it though.
Yeah, mine too. Like the earnings call, I told her, I was like, we might get Trailer 3 today. So I was sitting there, I was talking to her on the phone. I was out in Long Beach, California, waiting to get loaded, and I'm on the phone with her on FaceTime, and I got you pulled up on the iPad, watching it, just waiting for news to drop, and I was like, nothing came today.
Yeah, that was a sad day, man.
Yeah, she's like, I'm ready for some news. I was like, us too, I promise.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is the worst. Like I hate these news droughts where there's just nothing going on. You know.
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
It sucks, but we try to make the best of it. So, give me a little bit extra time to work on these videos. So,
dude, your videos, like your breakdowns on videos and that kind of thing, are top tier.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, man.
Dude, and the algorithm, like you just popped up on my YouTube one day, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna check this out. So I started watching it. And I was like, all right, I dig this guy's videos. Because I used to watch a guy when Red Dead Redemption 2 was getting ready to launch. Because I'm a huge Red Dead fan.
Yeah, me too,
and
man.
I was amped up for that game. And then I used to watch this guy. And then he kind of turned into, he's almost like Mr. Boss now.
Yeah.
I actually,
I've had a couple people in my comments. Like I had a guy, I literally like audibly laughed out loud when I read the comment. I had a guy that popped into one of my videos in the comment section. And he's like, look, another Mr. Boss for the win video. I hate this effing guy. I hope he just deletes his YouTube channel. I'm like, oh my God, why are you so mad? I was just blown away, man.
Dude,
but
I can't stand the guy, but you know what? He makes a living doing it. He's got to be monetized, I'm sure. But
oh yeah. He's making more money than all of us.
So.
Yeah.
You know, finding a content creator that's like, hey, you know, I make money doing this, but I'm not gonna be a sellout is super nice.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important, man. I mean, if you're trying to build a community, the last thing you want to do is lose the respect of your community, and there's no better way to do that than to clickbait them all the time. So, I don't know.
Right.
It's just,
you know, like, I jump into Bab's streams sometimes just because I want him to disrespect me as one of his fans.
Yeah, but speaking of Bev, he just said in the chat, he said clickbaiters are getting worse. I'm sick of seeing AI thumbnails, man.
Dude, I wish Bab was in the call because I just love it. Like, he'll jump in, or I'll jump into his stream, and then I just comment, and I'm like, just here waiting for Bab to call me a cunt. And then he drops it, and I'm like, all right, thanks, man. And I'm out.
Well, maybe we could get him to pop in here and call you the C word.
Yeah.
There he is.
What's up, man?
You got to give it to him, man. He specifically asked for it.
I can say it on your stream?
Oh, yeah, you can say it. I'm just not going to say it.
You dirty fucking cunt.
Oh, I live for it.
Yeah, well, there you go. You've earned it. So...
Right,
well, hey, man,
that's all I joined for.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, we'll see you, buddy. Well, why don't you stick around and hang out for a minute if you want to? I'm gonna pull Atomic Glitch in here and see what's going on with him. He's a trucker too, man.
Yeah, him and I were just chatting about it. I told him we'll have to link up out in California. I get out there a lot with a lot of the heavy equipment stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's pull him in. Caden can hop in too. We'll just we'll end it with all of us in here. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, good.
How you doing, bud? Atomic, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know who
What's
you were
up, bud?
talking to.
Oh, I was talking to you. Good, man.
Well, there's like-
Good, just
there's like
hanging
four
out.
people here, so good.
Yeah, I figured we'd pull you in and chat. Let Sister hang out a while since he's been so generous tonight on the stream. Felt
Yeah,
weird
we
giving him
were
the boot.
talking
So
for a minute because we both drive truck, and so we were having a pretty good conversation there.
yeah,
But anyway, I can't remember if it was last week, your last live. You did like calls, right?
yeah. I typically try to end the stream with calls, but sometimes I forget or we get into something else.
Yeah, I didn't catch the live part, but I watched it afterwards, and I kind of wanted to touch up. I think was it Mr. Marcavelli?
Machiavelli, yeah.
Yeah, his point on the player blips, kind of like Sea of Thieves and the Reaper's Mark.
Yeah.
So like, he like mentioned, like if you're CEO, then your blip should just be constantly up, which I don't think should be the case, because with GTA 5, you know, being a CEO and trying to sell all your product, well, that's just hell, because you know all the griefers just come and blow up your shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to touch up on that, instead of it constantly being up, kind of have like a ping. So like pings the like a general area that you're in and doesn't like show your actual location. So then it forces people to actually have to look for you, instead of like know exactly where you're at and then just come out of nowhere and then just ruin your day.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I think they need to do away with the blip system altogether. I think they should limit it to like a 4 square block area. And the map should just maybe like change a slightly different hue when you're in the radius of somebody else. Like if you're within like 200 meters of someone, maybe like you get some kind of indicator of that. But player blips, players should not appear on the map. They shouldn't force interactions. It should be organic. I think that's way better.
I completely agree with that. Like, I think that would be so much better, like just randomly coming across another player than instead of just knowing where everyone's at. But like the CEO thing, I think maybe it should be bigger than like a 4 block radius. That way, like, you know, it just kind of makes people actually have to hunt for you and actually look for you.
Yeah, well, and I think Machiavelli made the point, if I remember correctly, of like if you're engaged in an event or something, or you can switch on like maybe double XP mode, and if you want to make more XP, then you can reveal your location on the map while you're doing activities. And if you're
kind of like a bonus. Like
if you make yourself
like
visible,
mark bonus or something like that.
Yeah, if you volunteer your location, you can earn more money, but you're obviously in danger, you know. So yeah, I like that idea. So, yeah.
Dude,
no, those are great points.
I'm hoping that the UGC servers that we can still like do some of the regular like online stuff, but have the UGC servers have us be like with people like-minded people that want to do the same kind of events that we're doing.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I can tell you, like, when UGC rolls around, you know, if I'm not directly involved in making the content, I'll be running some kind of like RP server for sure. So
when you do run the RP server, I don't know if you're going to be playing on PlayStation or PC. I mean, I kind of plan on getting a PC in the future sometime, maybe a PS5. I don't know. It depends. Like if they come out with a PlayStation 5, like GTA 6 edition that has like the graphics on it, then that's when I'll probably get a PS5. But
yeah,
I kind of had an idea for like when you were talking about like, you know, the gangs or whatever, like yellow and versus Babs blue or whatever. You could probably have like a third team that can like be like the cops or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I don't know exactly. We may have like several servers. I don't know. We may have like 6 hub servers. We may have SAV specific servers. I don't know. But we're definitely gonna have some RP servers for sure. I want to get involved in all that stuff. Definitely. Yeah. So we'll definitely do all that.
Blast, man. Like I told the wife when the game comes out, I told her, I was like, I'm taking a week off of work, and it actually kind of works out for me because oversized, like I haul oversized, so I can't haul on the holidays. And Thanksgiving's right after, so and game comes out on the 19th. My son's birthday is on the 20th, so 19th I'm locked in all day.
Oh, there you go.
And then, and then 20th it's gonna be me and the wife and the kid all day, and then after that I'm locked in until Thanksgiving, and then I'll just take the wife Black Friday shopping to make up for me.
There you go.
A week.
Yeah,
I'm still debating on whether taking a week off or not, because just taking even 1 or 2 days kind of hurts my check.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
Truck driving 1 or 2 days, you feel it for 1 or 2 weeks.
I believe it. I believe
I
it.
took 2 days off for some personal stuff, and yeah, I really felt it. A burn a hole in my pocket. So I'm still waiting to recover on that one.
It's definitely something you gotta either plan for or, you know, find a workaround or something. So
Yeah, it's kind of one of the things that sucks about trucking too. Is like, you know, you work. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, I kind of choose to. So I don't know how everyone else is, but I mean, I work 7 days a week.
yeah,
I barely take any days off.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm out for 4 to 6 weeks at a time. But I do resets. So I'll run Monday morning at 6 a.m. through
I'm out
Saturday
for
at
about
8
like
p.m. and then
I'm out for about 2 to 3 months.
yeah.
Well, very cool, fellas. My head is pounding. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I need to get some food. But thank you guys. Yeah, that's usually the case, man. I either like I should either not drink or plan on drinking enough to where the effects of the whiskey negate the headache. But
Zab, I'm still waiting on you to try a pickleback.
that's right. That was you that wanted me to try a pickleback. I will try it eventually.
I wasn't the first one to mention it. It was someone else that did mention it, and then I jumped in. I was like, "Yeah, you definitely should."
Well, I'll get around to it for sure.
What I need you to try, Sav, is jump on and do an Irish breakfast.
An Irish breakfast? What's that?
Get yourself a pint glass and a Guinness, and you crack a raw egg in it, and then you just chug the whole thing. Guinness and a raw egg.
Oh, that sounds terrible, man. I'm not into dark beer, and I definitely am not into raw eggs.
Plain Dr. Pepper is really good too.
Yeah. I'll have to take your word for it on that one, man. But I'll pass. I think I can deal with a pickleback. Yeah, I was trying to get. I had stuff going up until about 7:30 this evening, and my stream was starting at 8:30. I'm like, man, I need to pregame a little bit. So I took a shot of lemon. What was it? Oh gosh, I can't remember the brand name of the moonshine, but it's like a lemon moonshine. Took a shot of that and then poured myself a glass of whiskey. And that's what I've been sipping on all night, but not enough apparently.
It depends on the brand, because some brands, man, like, oh gosh, they are disgusting.
Yeah. What's up, Anawak? See you, Spider Matt. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna call it here, fellas. I appreciate you guys hopping in. It's always good to talk to both of you, and thank you again, sister, for the big dono earlier. Appreciate it.
No problem, brother. I'm glad I was
Yeah,
finally
he beat
able to
my
jump into
50.
this call.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's definitely good talking to you. You should pop in more. Well, I'm trying to get more people to feel comfortable with calling in. Some people are nervous about it. I don't want anybody to be nervous about it.
The
It's
first
nice.
2 calls I did with you, I was pretty nervous, but like this third call, I've been pretty confident. So yeah, other people should definitely jump in. Yeah, it's like nervous at first, but
Yeah, no, it's not. It's really not a big deal.
You get better every time.
Just enjoy talking to you guys and getting to know everybody in the community. Want to hear some voices, put some voices to some names. It's always fun. So
I can try and help be an icebreaker with new callers.
there you go. There you go. That'll
We
work.
know I have no shame.
If you do, we're still trying to find where the line is.
My wife's been trying to find that for a long time.
That's funny. Well, hey, listen, I think Mr. Rob Morris himself of Vinewood Public Access is going to be streaming live here in about 27 minutes. 27 to 30 minutes. So if you guys are watching me right now and you are not done for the evening, you want to continue watching some GTA content, I think his Wasted Wednesday stream is starting here, like I said, in about 25, 26 minutes. So you can pop over there and check him out. Let me just double check the creator page real quick and make sure I'm not giving you guys inaccurate information.
You and Bav and everybody gaming this Friday? You guys are going to stream and game this Friday?
I would like to. I need to probably get with Bav and talk to him about that.
I'd like
We
to
might
see some
do.
more Bond or Repo.
Yeah,
Dude,
well,
either
I'll tell you
Repo
this.
Or RV there yet.
Yeah, we might do one or the other.
I really enjoy the Repo. Like, that's kind of one thing I wish I kind of have a PC for, so I could hop on and play with you guys, since it's not on
Yeah.
console.
Repo's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
dude, Repo
That looks a lot of
is
fun.
super enjoyable for you guys to watch, but with it being prox chat,
Yeah.
when you guys are apart, you can't hear all of the funny stuff that's going on. When you guys are playing RV there yet, I was pissing myself laughing.
Were you?
That's one other thing I hope they bring to GTA 6 is the prox chat.
Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they will. I wouldn't be mad at it. That's for sure. Yeah, for
Dude,
whatever
you know
reason,
that
it's
they're
not
gonna
letting me
get
pull
on
up
the road.
the. It's not letting me pull up the creator page. So I can't show you guys that for whatever reason. But Kanan might be working on it right now. So, but anyway, yeah. Just if you guys are gonna be around for a while, go check out Rob's stream. He's gonna be live in like 25 minutes. But that's it for me. I'm gonna go get some food and take some Excedrin to get rid of this headache. And tomorrow I'm gonna start working on the Miami video, or not the Miami video, but the Vice City video. So we'll get to work on that.
Right
Hopefully
on.
within the next week and a half, we'll have the first episode of that up. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, it's good to talk to
Dude,
you,
you
man.
too.
All right, fellas. Drive safe. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you later.
You as well.
Later.
All right, chat. That's it for me. I hope everybody has a really good night. I will be streaming on Friday night. Don't know exactly what we're going to be doing yet, but we will. We'll put something together. So hope everybody has a good night, good rest of your week. I'll keep you updated on when the Vice City video drops. It should be about a week and a half from now. So we're gonna start putting that together, first episode, and we'll get that out. So anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys later.